Y'all, it's been so long since I last streamed. What am I even doing? Hello. It's Rye. After how long? After a bajillion of years? After like nearly a month? I'm here. So I guess that's a bonus, right? I guess that's a good thing. I'm trying to be sociable again. And doing the things that I enjoy again. So we're just gonna play more Wuthering Waves because that's still a joy in my life. That's still something I'm excited about. Mew! Hello! Happy affiliate anniversary! Yay! Yeah! Thank you! Hi Momo, hi Mew. Got you in two different ends of the world. Hi, I miss you. I miss you too. So that's why I'm trying to be more sociable. I'm trying. I'm really trying really hard. Give me one moment. I'm about to be done being a good content creator and actually announcing that I'm streaming. Whatever. Whatever. But hello. Welcome, guys. It's been a bit. It's been a while, hasn't it? I never announce. I know. Like, I've actually been pretty bad about it too. It's okay. We're getting back into it. Oh wow, that is so fast. Whoa. Okay, Momo. Maybe that's the reason why the message flew across the screen like that. That's funny. Hi guys, welcome to me streaming again. Sort of. I'm testing out a few new things. So I don't know how I can combine now that Twitch has done the whole entire thing of we're gonna be able to combine chats now. It'd be nice if I could figure out what are you trying to do? You got multi-chat? I don't. I actually don't have that set up. I've always had it where it would be separate. Like I don't have YouTube chat. YouTube chat, you're just gonna have to be lonely up in the corner. I was trying to make slower. I think I can make it slower. I just hold on. It's neat though. Neat little thing to mess around with. Let me pull it up so I could show you guys this neat little doohickey that I've been playing around with. So apparently, let's see if this works. I'm using a mouse. I'm not even in the corner. Hold on. I'm trying to fix it. It's been so long. Since I've set this all up. Then you gotta get to the swing of things again. All right. I think now you should be able to yap in the corner above my head. But anyway, I think I should be able to draw on this. Oh, that's neat. So yeah, you should be yapping in the corner over here. I poop for fun. What? Same, I don't even think I know how to stream at this point. Yeah, it's been so long. I need music. Let's find some good music to put in the background. Well, which one is a good one? What are you? Do you sound nice? No, you stress me out. Do you sound nice? Yeah, we could do that. Hold on, guys. We could play this. Hey, when my computer comes, I will stream more? Heck yeah. Yes, please do. So that way I can stream less, even though I've already been streaming less, haven't I? But anyway, the reason why I felt like I should probably stream this week because it's apparently my affiliate anniversary and I didn't realize that it told me that. I also didn't realize I activated it in February. So yeah, happy affiliate. How do you spell affiliate? Affiliate anniversary. Yay. Wow, Dr. Handwriting? You're right. Yeah, I have to cosplay as Dr. Luuk Herssen. Oh, good lord, that's a K. How do I go back? Herssen. Oh! It deleted what? Oh! What am I doing? Don't do that. Oh no! That's not. Oh, at least you guys can't see that. You're just making it worse. Don't look at it. Don't look at it too hard. But this is neat, right? It's like a neat thing to mess with. Eyeballs. No, stop. Don't look so hard. Don't you love us? I do. I love that I'm seeing both of you in both sides, and it makes me happy that I'm here. It's actually been a pretty okay day so far. I hope everybody's enjoying their Thursday. My Thursday has been good. I've been up since 12 a.m. Still going strong somehow. I didn't do anything for the next 11 hours. I was just kind of hanging out by myself for 11 hours and then I went out to eat with my friends. Um, I went out to eat with my coworkers. We went to go to a Korean chicken place. So that was yummy. You went out? Yes. I mean, for like how many weeks now? Y'all have been like, y'all, you need to go outside. You're depressed. And then my coworkers hear me talking about staying inside. They're like, you need to go out. It's time for you to go out so you could be less depressed. And I'm like, well, I'm feeling less depressed now, so I think I'll go out. No, I keep saying you need to get in all on Saturday. It's better. It's getting better. You're right. I should get in call because I've actually been flaking out on everybody. Now, last week was not, y'all. I mean, that one was unexpected. So we're gonna say that one is out of my control for that one. But I think it's a lot better now. It's a lot. It's doing better. So yeah, yeah. I've been in a good mood. Everything in my journal because I list down in my journal every day what my mood is. And this is probably the most okays I've had in a while. Some of them are sleepy, but for the most part, they're actually pretty positive. It's better than last month, where half of it was question marks and not so great and sleepy. But no, it's gotten a lot better. There's a lot more okays in that one in comparison. So yeah, it's bouncing back. It's freaking hot over here though. Why is it 80 already? It was like 52 yesterday. And then it was like 29 over the weekend. So why are we at the 80s? What is happening? It's so quick. The whiplash of temperatures is really getting to us. The dinosaurs are trying to come back to Earth. I can see that. Ew. Yeah. It's getting quite warm already. Yeah. It's been a good day. It's been a good week. Even though there's like some things that we are concerned about that I discussed with my coworkers today. It is what it is, and whenever things happen, then we'll deal with it then, but it was a fun day. Really got to hang out. My coworker, this is my first time really hanging out with this other coworker, because she's all like, you've been going out with your other friends, but then you never got out with me, and you're going out to go shooting at a range, and you never invited me anywhere. And I'm like, okay, hold on. we could go out this week. And she goes, all right, what are we doing? I'm like, all right, well, I'll just put it out there in the world, and then we'll do it. And then they've been pressuring me all the past 3 days. Be like, it doesn't count unless you show up. And I'm like, I will show up. I promise I will. And I did. But since it's her first day, she's like, I never see you eat at work. This is the most I've ever seen you eat. And I've been quiet the entire time just so you could eat. But you're really eating. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of been starving. I purposely starved myself for today. So that way I could eat a lot. And the Korean chicken was really good. It's very good, very crunchy. I got the extra crispy with garlic. It was like a sweet garlic sauce that they have, but I asked for it on the side because I don't know about you guys. Specifically for me, I don't like it when things are drowning in sauce. So are you the type of person that would prefer like the condiment or the sauce on the side? Or do you like to just dump it all on top of your food? Be it like, I don't know, like what's a good example? Like gravy all over your mashed potatoes right then and there, or do you prefer just having it in bits? I hate sauce. I don't hate it. I like it. I just don't like things drowning in it. Mew is abandoned? Oh, No, what do you mean Muse abandoned? She's still here. She gave me an XD. She's still happy and joyful and full of whimsy. Abandoning me? Oh. Abandoned. Oh. Why? That's your wife. Don't abandon her. Don't abandon her. Oh. Dang. Oh. That's you should regroup. Definitely regroup. Yeah, I don't really like my things drowning in sauce or like even like curry. It depends. Like for example, the rice with the curry. I like the curry on one side, the rice on the other. If they're touching, it's fine, but if it's like drowning in it, then it gets a little overwhelming for me to eat through it. Or what's another thing I don't really like to see? No, I mean like it's just specific cases like that. That's when I get a little picky about my food. Just a bit. Because it's just like too overwhelming of the taste, and I'd rather have more of like the meat rather than just it being drowning in whatever sauce they give. It depends on the sauce if I want to get lost in the sauce. Why are you here in my house? Oh no. Their mom and dad are fighting in the corner. Or no. Mom and mom are fighting in the corner over here. Oh, that's not a beautiful color. Hold on. How do I? Oh no. I'm trying to guesstimate where they are. They're like around here somewhere. Maybe I can enclose you guys. I don't want you to be in the bottom of your shoe. I'm not gum. Oh. Okay. The parents are fighting. I start streaming, y'all already fighting? Chill, guys, chill. It's a good Thursday. No, it's fine. It's good to see y'all. What else have I been up to? Ooh, I watched a Korean movie with Kimchi and Terry the other day, and that one was actually pretty good. It stuck its landing and stuck to its guns, and I was impressed. Usually with these high school romance movies, they're cute. They're cute, but they're not memorable, I guess, because they're all kind of sort of the same. But this one was memorable in the sense that it actually did what we weren't expecting it to do. We were like, it'll be a 10 out of 10 if it did it. And then we just kind of sat back and then watched it do it and go, oh shoot, this is a real 10 out of 10. High school romance usually has no balls. It's true. It's true. So that was actually good. And then the other day, while I was at work, I had a lot of downtime. Like an insane amount of downtime, which is also kind of crazy because it's been very busy for the past 5 weeks, right? And I binge watched a K-drama called The Art of Sarah. That was really good too. I kind of want to share it with you guys. If you guys were interested in a K-drama to watch alongside with me, that would probably be one I'd force y'all to watch with me. Just so, one, for me to see if I can catch things on a second rewatch, but for you guys, because I think you would like the murder mystery of it all. It's a murder mystery. Very suspenseful, I guess. And then the way that they present all of the evidence, all of the what do you call it when you like interview people? Interrogations, I guess. Really gives you enough details to start piecing things together, but then it doesn't Of course, it doesn't answer all the questions immediately, but then it gives you enough. It gives you enough to work with to where you can start formulating your own stuff. And then it gives you more. And you're like, oh, shoot. But then it doesn't throw out like your previous evidence stuff. It just keeps adding to it. It's like it turns into like a whole entire rabbit hole investigation. So what really stood out to me is that the women for this drama are really well written. They really carry the story. They all have such distinct personalities, and the way that they carry themselves as they present new evidence. Yeah, new evidence for the investigation really impressed me. But then the main character, who is Sarah, she is probably the most mysterious and enigmatic character I've seen written for a story in quite a while. Like, I don't know if you guys remember the book Rebecca. We had to read this in high school, but it was kind of like, in short, that book had a woman named Rebecca who wasn't actually the main character. The main character is like the second wife. But the second wife, as she's living inside this house, is seeing tons of remnants of Rebecca everywhere, and everybody talking about her and everybody comparing her to the main character, and how she really knows nothing about this woman, but she also knows so much. Like, she knows so much from everything surrounding her, everything that she hears, but she really doesn't know this woman, and she doesn't understand this mystery that everybody has surrounding or behind her too. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. My sister just walked in and she's like, hey, check out what I found. She found my Walkman from middle school. Kimchi, you would remember this. Do you remember when we were riding to Washington, D.C., and I pull out a red Walkman, and on it had a bunch of anime music, but then it also had the first episode of Hanakimi on it. The Hanakimi Japanese drama. She just pulled that out, and now I'm like, oh shoot, can I access this thing? What kind of music was on this? Which is probably an abysmal amount of like anime music. And it's funny that she pulls that out when I just came across a video. I was talking about this with Momo earlier, where I just came across a video of what I believe is like an NHK end of the year concert. It's like one of those annual concerts that NHK hosts, and they invite like the most recent J-pop stars, J-music, J-rock, whatever, the biggest stars at the time to go perform in this annual show. And at first when I was watching it, I'm like, there's no way I won't recognize any of this 40-year-old music. Nah. And then out comes in Nami Amuro, out comes in Aiko, TM Revolution, L Arc NCL, Arashi. Who else? There was like so many different people on there, and I'm like, oh sheesh, I know these people. Judy and Mary, though, when they came out as the last group too, I went, oh shoot, this is my era. That's crazy. I'm old. I just have 40-year-old taste in music, I guess. Apparently the show, the one that I linked onto our Discord, that one was from 2000. The year 2000 is when that aired. And I'm I was like, okay, I was 5. So the music that I was listening to probably didn't even come out yet, or it just came out. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm sure that half of the music, you keep killing me today. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. I just, I don't know. I was just thinking about it, got really nostalgic. I'm pretty sure maybe in a following year or two, they may have introduced Boa, Crystal K, Hello Project, Morning Musume. And then I don't even know if they're still doing those shows today. 2000 is 26 years ago. Oh. Anyway. And then maybe just like an hour ago. Oh no, actually, yeah, I guess an hour ago. I was watching the 10-year anniversary video from Concerned Ape with Stardew Valley and his retrospective about the development, and it's cool. He actually goes through the early builds of Stardew Valley, how he progressed from the very first build that he has access to till launch. And then, of course, the patches after that he kind of glosses over because, of course, we've already seen everything there. But him going through his development cycle, his steps of going through each early patch until he eventually came upon what he considers is the last build of Stardew Valley. It was really cool to watch. I highly recommend, if you had any interest in the game, to check out that video. And then it's funny listening or reading everybody's reactions to who the new what is it? Love interest? The love interests. The 2 new ones. It's funny reading the reactions to it because everybody's like, him? Who? Why him? But then other people are like, maybe he deserves it. He probably deserves it. Everybody else was okay with the girl that was announced, but the guy is definitely something that people are like, okay. See how that goes. So yeah, that was pretty enjoyable to watch too. Okay, well, I've yapped enough. It's been like 30 minutes-ish, right? How about we start some woo-wah? Can't even start any music, my god. It's okay. I've just been playing a lot of Wuthering Waves off stream. I finished up the event, the mansion event. Wait, are you doing story? Yes. Yes, I am. I am going to play story. It's the Segue. It's the Segue for Dr. Luuk Herssen's part of the patch. Yes. So I heard it's pretty short. It's just kind of a bummer, but that's how all these segues are. I can't watch. Oh, you don't want to get spoiled. That's okay. That's okay. I'd rather you experience it yourself if that's the case. Because me too. That's what I'd want to do too. But yes, I would like to play the story because I heard this one has like a whole lot of lore. I tried my best not to spoil myself. I did see a few things though, but everybody's promising that the lore is there and I need to know. I need to know before I get spoiled with everything else. I'll be here but won't listen. Oh. Okay. Well, thank you for lurking. I do appreciate that. Oh, I'm so excited though. There's a lot of lore to be put together, and now I'm like, I need to rewatch 1.0, which is insane. And then my thought process is like, if people are skipping 1.0, actually none of the foundations that are being introduced in 3.0 will make any sense. It won't make any sense. Even like certain parts of 2.0 won't make sense, or 2.x won't make sense because they won't have it. Yeah, playing it now, and there's a lot of lore. There's an insane amount of lore now, and I am literally a buzz about what's gonna happen or what they're gonna talk about. My Amy is dead. Oops. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Luuk has to tell us, and also the direction of how Kuro plans to do Wuthering Waves. Like, with Amy's patch, it looks like they're now embracing Rover really being their own character. How dare you kill my duder? Sorry. As much fun as she is, I have no idea how to pilot her. I feel that I am not playing her correctly. I see the sparkly, I see things light up and I'm like, cool, I'll press it. And then I think if I cared about the meta, I would have pulled Lene. But I did not pull Lene. I decided to skip her so I could get Mornier. Mornier is also kind of hard to pilot too, but I like her. But with Daughter, she's very much so flashy that I have no idea what's happening on my screen. I don't know where she is half the time on my screen too, which is even makes her harder to pilot. But it is what it is. She's still Duder. I will always love Duder. Yeah, like, now I feel like it's a disservice. I wanted Lene, but I couldn't get her in the given time, but I got Ame. Good. Yeah. She's still a good pull. I don't think you'll regret. No, I don't think anybody is going to regret their pulls on Amy. What was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna say. Oh, yeah. So, now, I feel like Here's my thoughts before we get into it. Before we continue 3.1, here are my thoughts about what we played through 3.1 so far. And this is going to be spoilery, but I mean, in short, we kind of already know what happened. So if you're watching this and you don't want to be spoiled, probably don't listen. But what my thinking is, in general, is the impact of 3.1 I don't think would stick unless you played at least 2.0 up until now. Because the whole thing of loss in 3.1, everything that built up Rover to be this hero, I don't think would be as impactful if you didn't play the hero the entire time. And that was actually one of the biggest gripes of a lot of players, is that they were kind of sick of Rover being this, I guess, Mary Sue, who is able to save everybody, will be the Deus Machina for everybody, who will always be the savior, the hero, the limelight. And for me, I never really viewed it that way, only because it was so clear that Rover is a very lonely individual, and the way that they got reset is almost like forcing them to create the bonds with other people. Why? If they were that capable in the past, they could still be as capable now, but they're having this huge crutch of not knowing anything. Sure, they know how to fight. Like, innately, they still have all their skills intact. They're still able to communicate. They're still able to do, like, basic functional needs, but everything, as far as their knowledge goes, is gone. It's gone. So they are required to rely on other people, and going from 1.0, where you're told from every turn to be the hero, to be this person, to fill these shoes of all these titles that you've had in the past. Then you go to 2.0, where you're out here saving a whole entire Italian country, and you're doing it for the love of the people. You're doing it because you know you can make a difference, because you were told in 1.0 you are the hero, you are this big honcho who is capable of doing all this stuff. Then up to 1.3, where it's like you created the Black Shores so you could save the people from the lament. And then you learn that the lament is happening, or a sort of lament is happening in Renacida, so you go over there not only to save them, but to also get answers about Abby, right? Even though honestly we finally got the answer towards the end with Abby, but still it took a bit to get to that point. But in short, we still play through all of these events, have one moment with Frolova where we question what we're doing, and then we have 2.7 where Rover is just like, oh shoot, what if I can't save everybody? The grief of losing all those people that he built bonds with really affected them in 2.7. So it's like, I feel that those who journeyed with Rover since 1.0 really feels the impact of 3.1, because now it actually puts everything into perspective. That Rover's role in the story has always been fabricated. That it's now even being questioned by the story itself. It's not something that we have to speculate. It's something that they are purposely putting front and center for Rover's character, and kind of establishes Rover as their own character too. Now, is there still chances for them to do the whole entire self-insert stuff? Yes. And I think they're never really going to stray away from that, because half the fan base likes self-inserting as Rover. But this appreciation, this understanding, acknowledging that this Rover has a journey, that we're journeying with them, is quite nice. It's a good direction, and I like seeing that. So now my wonder is, how will they follow up with this with the Segue? And if it's anything like Chuyon's Segue, then we're likely going to get a lot more answers pertaining to the plot of the story. Or not even answers, but like a direction of where we're supposed to go. And also maybe a little bit more of a glimpse of the past, of some sort of past. And it would be nice to experience it with Luuk directly. So that's my hope. And everything that we learn along with it, from what we saw with the hints, I guess, is that we are going to be talking about the Fraxidus a little bit more. But I'm actually hoping, thanks to 3.1, we actually touched upon a lot of the foundations, the fundamentals that were introduced in 1.0 when it comes to the science, the physics, the understanding of how the world works. And I'm curious if we'll even get even more of a deeper understanding of that with the Segue. So with that said, let's begin. I think I've said enough. Let me move over here. Hopefully it'll pop up here in a moment. There we go. Oh, but that's quiet. Hold on. Bring up the sound. And we're just gonna begin. So all that sunlight touches. Head to the infirmary. To reach your goal, you delve deeper into the extrastellar plan, all the while anomalies hidden in the Frostlands reveal themselves. Let me just make sure the sound is balanced before we continue. Then also... Okay, that looks good. Oh, I can get a Herssen front and rear. Ooh, I love that. All right. Wait, did he send a... Ooh. Oh no, hold on. Why is this not working? Hello? Okay, there we go. Did he send... thing? No, he didn't. Okay. Well, let's just go over there. And hopefully my internet actually hangs on today. I saw that it was a little low earlier and I'm like, ooh. Please don't do that. You were stable for a whole entire hour. Okay. Head to the infirmary.
Navora. Has she been staying here to recover?
Oh, Navora's here. Okay, so Navora is the girl that we were hanging out with in the Frostlands for a little bit. Let's talk to her.
How are you recovering from your injuries, Navora?
Oh, it's you, Rover. Yes. I'm feeling much better. Dr. Herssen took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
Yes, we have something to discuss. Is he here?
He's in the counseling room next door. My friend Segue is in there. It might take a while, huh?
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
How to put this? I think you can have more faith in yourself, Segue.
Faith in myself.
You see, people can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about. So try not to take everything to heart. Go a little easier on yourself. Good or bad, true or false, these things have a way of coming to light. And as your friend Denia said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Yeah. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Dr. Herssen.
You're welcome. Again, don't push yourself too hard. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? And that'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Only my conjecture. Would you like some candy? Sweets help keep a smile.
Sure. And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Herssen?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime, Segue.
Sagrika's a cutie.
So, about that exostrider plan you mentioned, let's get into it.
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter first.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all, but let's slow the tempo a little. You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here, a piece of candy. It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
No thanks.
I understand your anxiety over Imeth's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you than you realize. Things are best taken one step at a time. The Exostrider hasn't awakened yet. The key is to pace ourselves. Slow and steady, right?
Okay, you're right. Let's table the exostrider for now. Let's talk about you, Luuk.
What are we? Ask him!
I trust Imeth. What we experienced together proved she was telling me the truth. And there's a connection there I can't ignore. But you and me? We might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like every conversation we've had just skims the surface. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lahairoi region.
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long overdue. Please, ask me anything. I'll answer as candidly as I can.
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Imeth said she didn't know you well, but that I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her. How?
Imeth is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. But she's proven to be even more stubborn than you are. After you left Lahairoi, she came to see me a few times in the name of counseling, to learn about you.
You didn't tell her anything.
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in Lahairoi. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work. She later stopped these visits after realizing that. Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me more. You both tend to keep things to yourselves, and that's never good for anyone.
One last question. What did you mean I had other tasks for you?
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion here. The Space Trek Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of no concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, a public space. Why don't we take this somewhere more private?
Private.
To where?
I have a place in mind. Just come with me, Golden Girl.
Golden girl. Oh my god. Ooh, twirling my hair, kicking my feet. Oh, what a cute little pet name. Oh my god.
More personal business to attend to again, Dr. Herssen?
Nana, go away. Yes.
Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor.
Night shift. Oh,
You treasure
crap. I'm
returning
coming
one
on board.
piece.
Oh,
Don't worry. I have her with me today.
don't look at us like that. Oh. Oh, what a guy. I have her with me today. Yes. Yes, brother. I will. Oh, they know what they're doing with him. My god, he just looks at us and offers us candy. Sundermere? Here?
Yes. I keep a small workspace of my own here.
Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. Oh, shoot. Sonic. This is fine. Head to the place Luuk mentioned, all the way over there. Okay. Can you imagine? If Luuk is like Zane, Then, uh-oh, we're going the wrong way. Oops. Then he probably just listens to metal while he does surgeries. I'm not supposed to go underneath here. How about... It never brings you far.
Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time.
Oh, I actually get to play with him. Cool.
Imbalance ends here.
I thought we were gonna chill, and you're just gonna flirt with me for the next hour and a half. That's unfortunate.
To silence. Game over.
Oh, I
Leave it to me.
was gonna say good luck on Luke, but you got him
Exostrider
already?
sword
Of
has unique
course.
It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
You picked a good spot.
Uh-oh, there's two of us. That's awkward. Oh, well, it's okay. Double the amount. But yes, Mobius, of course. I asked for a guy like him in the survey. I remember last year they sent out a survey, right? And they were like, what type of character would you want to be at Wuthering Waves? And honestly, I think they created all these type of characters already. Everything that they listed down, they're like, yes, we've already put them or already developed something like this in the game. We were just curious which one you guys would like the most. And then what happened is that I put down the doctor, and then they're like, which type of character, which gacha game character is your favorite? And I was like, well, shucks, what am I even playing right now? I'm not playing a lot of gacha games. But the one gacha game that I was playing was Love in Deep Space. And you know who was available in Love in Deep Space at the time? It was Zane. Zane was available. And guess what? Zane's a doctor. So I put him down. So I did a 10 full on Luke, then 10 on Galbrino. Guess who I got? Calcharo. Did you get Carrot? Carrot Man? Kakarot? Calculator? Did you get, what's her face? Crap. What's her name? Yin Yang Girl. Oh, you got Galbrina? Good. No, Galbrina's awesome. She's really good. I pulled on her thing too because I wanted her S1. But yes, I saw Luke, and he's a doctor in the nursing unit, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm in a nursing unit, so this guy was made for me. But, oh, you know what else? In that same survey, they were like, where would you like to see a tacit mark? And I said, on a forearm. They didn't put the tacit mark on the forearm, but they gave me a whole forearm. I'm not complaining. They knew what I wanted. They didn't have to. They got targeted. This was absolutely 100% targeted for me, okay? Look, they could have given him 2 sleeves. Why did they have to show off his other sleeve or show off his other forearm? They didn't have to, but they did it anyway. On top of that, they put veins all over it. Guess what I really like? I like poking veins on the forearm. Mostly in the hands, though. I'm actually a lot better with the hands than I am with the forearms. But if you got a pipe running from your thumb all the way up to your elbow, like up to your elbow, that's hot. That's a juicy vein. Like, if I'm able to see that thing, I'm able to poke it. So he has that, and he was made for me. So of course I had to get him. I didn't even play his trial yet before I got him. I was like, right when he drops. So that's why I stayed up from like 12 till 9 o'clock in the morning. And I went, all right when 9 hits, I'm getting him. Yes. I got the mister. I'm very happy with him. I will stare at him for days. Like, I like Brant. Don't get me wrong. Brant's my boy. But Luke might be my husband. Like if Brant's my bestie, like my boy bestie, I'm sorry. This guy is probably the husband. He's the male wife. So, yeah. Yes, I'm happy to have gotten him. Okay, I'm sorry. Just gonna keep yapping every single time I think about him. They need to start yapping so I yap less. And then hopefully this 1 hour and 30-minute quest doesn't last for like 2 hours. What is the secret hideout, sir? All right, I can't believe you abandoned me like this. Blue, what are you talking about? Abandoned? What do you mean? I actually, yes. Let me apologize, guys. I've been gone. I talked about this at the start of the stream earlier, but I've sort of been not around for a month. So sorry. Sorry that I streamed like only twice this year. Oops. Pushing my hair back behind my ear. Coy, innocent, depressed. But I'm better now. I was gonna stream last week and then on Valentine's Day, but then something happened and I couldn't stream on Valentine's Day, so that was unfortunate. It would have been a good stream. I think y'all would have liked it. So we're just gonna pretend it was potentially a good time. But I'm here now. And I got the boy. So we're winning, right? We're all cheering, right? Oh. But I hope you've been okay, Blue. Oh, great Valentine's stream, everyone. I remember when, and then that. Yeah, yes. See, you love that energy. Yes. Yes. I also got the man. Oh my god, high five. I'll do it for us. Yes. I got left with one ashtray. Dude. This is gonna sound wrong, but Luke milked me dry. I have nothing. There's nothing left. He actually drained me. I lost my first 50-50, and then I got him at hard pity. And I looked him in the eyes and kind of wanted to choke him, but he was so beautiful and he smiled at me and I said, okay, fine. And then I looked at my bank account and then it turned out I got paid today. So guess what happened? Oh, sheesh.
This is a testament to my connection.
No, Rover, stop. Stop. He also got his weapon. Yes, of course. I gave everything for the brother. Okay. I forgot this is an HSR and I was praying to win on the weapon banner. God, thank you, Wua, for guaranteed weapon banner. Bless it. God bless it. Thank you, Godwa. So, yeah. Yes. 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 I looked at my wallet and my wallet looked at me and the wallet said, you deserve this, girly. And I said, yes, amen. You've been depressed for too long. You need a man in your life. And then things happened. So, here we are. I'm just a girl with a pretty fictional man, okay? I usually get hard pity for weapon. Oh, yeah. Yes. Same. Which is why I milked dry. I've got nothing left. Literally nothing left. Everything that I farmed for within the past, like, month is all gone. It's gone. And I gotta hope and pray. Word on the street is that Sigrika is actually Chuyuan's DPS. Like, he's made for her. And I'm, like, sweating bullets because I'm like, I wasn't gonna pull for her. She looks like a R9, like a reverse 1999 character, but I was gonna skip because I want to save. But what if she's fun? What if she's fun to play? Then it's over. I guess I'll pull her too. With what? Nothing. With my one ashtray, I guess. So, I don't know. All right. I'm sorry, Dr. Luuk Herssen. I have a lot to say. It's been so long since I last streamed. I have to talk to people. But I'll talk to you because you're handsome. So.
Quite a stash.
This is what a secret room is about. Now, where were we? Let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked me to come to Lahai Roy to watch for any Fraxidus activity. Warren was the first
When was
Fraxidus
this,
mole
though?
you uncovered, and he certainly won't be the last. Think of the Space
Warren
Trek
was back-
Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agendas.
Wait a minute, hold on. Was Warren like a like he's been around? Is that what you're saying? So he's been around. Warren has just been sticking around here for the longest time and you've just been watching him. He could have completely foiled the whole entire, hey, I'm gonna drop the sun on the people, and you just... What were you going to do? Luke! Okay, whatever. You were just waiting for my grand entrance. That's fine. You gotta save for the Cyberpunk collab? No rolling for me for a while. I don't know. I don't know if I'm not attached to Cyberpunk, so I've been thinking of skipping them too. I mean, we'll see. What if they're fun? That's the hard part. Like, even if I'm not like absolutely enthralled by this character at in like the initial glance, the issue is if they're fun. I actually have fun playing with these characters. So right now I'm in the camp of I skip. I skip because they're both not people I'm that interested in. And I believe they might have elements that probably I'm already good on. Like, I don't need to cover their elements, so we'll see. We'll see. Whenever they come out. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm curious what they're planning to do for the collab. Anyway. Interesting. So Warren has been around for quite a while. And then we just kind of let him be. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers, which makes sense. It's kind of like NASA or NATO. Or, I would say, yeah, NASA is probably the closest one. Competing powers. But it's just like if everybody owned NASA. It's as much as a haven of independence as a playground for agendas.
An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential for technological breakthrough. Lahai Roy is a gold mine. Even for the Fraxidus.
You're saying the fall of Helios wasn't their real goal?
It was one of several. After your journey in Huanglong and Renacida, I'm sure you've come to realize their true aim.
The Trinodian. Aleph 1.
Correct. Given the Trinodian's unique nature, it's sure to catch their attention. Moreover, Aleph 1 is closely linked to the Strider Gate, which may be our ticket to outer space.
Spying on the Fraxidus is risky. Why would I have chosen you for this task?
Well, that is a bit of a long story. You've always preferred to see things for yourself. Please, follow me to that table.
That's a long story, but I'm here all day, buddy. I'm here all day. You could explain. Yo, this is quite nice, though. How is this? How did you manage to keep this all secret? Okay, well, inspect the container on the table. Which one? Iker container. Oh. Okay. Y'all should watch this trailer, by the way. It's pretty bomb. Ooh. Oh, they're doing the whole entire inspection thingy again. You examine the transparent container, which appears to have some kind of liquid inside. There's a golden hue quietly contained inside. You realize it looks identical to the blood that flowed from Luke's hand during your fight in the space station. Very Ace Attorney. It gives me Ace Attorney vibes.
The golden serum, developed by the Naviale group. But I prefer its other name. Iker.
Golden serum by the Noviale group? And then Iker, a special pharmaceutical substance developed for extremely rare diseases. However, its severe side effects makes it intolerable for most, keeping it under ongoing research and validation. In its natural form, ichor is a volatile golden liquid that radiates intense heat at room temperature. In rare cases, it can be controlled and stabilized into a solid form. Okay.
My father started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed, it came to represent something far more ambitious. The drug of evolution.
Evolution. Sounds like something the Fraxidus would like.
Well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. All it cost me was excruciating pain and my colored vision. Most test subjects like me didn't make it. It wasn't until I met you that I realized there was more to the story. The rest is in my study, shall we?
This is bad for him. Like, if he gets himself hurt too much, does he just heal himself in there? Oh, that's quite... Is that fire? Got a nice little fireplace in here. How cozy. Oh, and an aquarium. Wow, this guy's stacked. Oh. Okay. Oh. Neat. What's this? Drawing of a family. Oh, that's a cute picture. I'm going to assume that Luuk is the older one. Look how cutie. Wait. Oh, I can look at this. The picture is a child's drawing of a family rendered in simple, earnest lines. A father and an older and younger brother, each one wearing a big, happy smile. With a smiley. On the back of the frame picture, a scribbled note reads, "Always happy. Rain Herssen." It must have been drawn years ago, but the frame is carefully preserved and shows little wear. Sad. Well, not sad. I mean, it looks like a happy picture, but...
My brother Ryan drew this picture.
Oh, Ryan. Okay.
We're not related by blood. Father took us both in after his own children passed away from a rare illness long ago.
Oh, they were both adopted.
Ryan never could handle pain. He was easy to cheer up. Whenever the grown-ups would give me candy, I'd save it all for him.
So that's why he always has candy with him.
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son Father wanted. It never worked. So eventually I stopped trying. It only got worse from there. What Father tried to do to Ryan was unforgivable. And then came that accident. I thought what my father did was
Okay, so he does talk about what happened in the trailer. And then we were the ones who gave him hints that that might be the case. So we were pretty much aware that the Grand Architect may have intervened way earlier and kind of woke Luuk to the fact that's... Well, no wonder why Luuk has some sort of trust in us. I still think that's brutal to find that his father wasn't all that he thought he would be. You examine the burnt page. Many parts of it are illegible due to the burns, but I see that Fraxidus symbol right there. It appears to have been salvaged from a fire. I wish I could read the letters. Judging by the legible contents, it's a report. It mentions a high-royal void matter and was originally destined for the new Federation. At the bottom of the report, you find a signature, the Fraxidus insignia. Okay. I'm sure people are translating, like, what letters are available right now, though, so it'd be interesting to see what people say.
The entire Lola logistics carrier was already blown to smithereens by the time I recovered this page.
Oh,
I
so
managed a quick glimpse before the fire consumed most of the page. It is a report from an overseer.
okay. This is why in the trailer he was dressed up as a Lola Logistics employee, I guess. Delivery person. Because he was trying to get all the paper back. Or at least files back from the delivery from the trailer. Okay. Makes sense, makes sense.
A Fraxis Overseer's report on its way to the new Federation?
Yes. Tucked away in a Lola logistics delivery box. The recipient is Eris in the new Federation.
Recipient. So Eris is probably an overseer in the new Federation. But do
Those
we
three
know who
items
sent
you
it?
just showed me. Did the Fraxidus get into Naviale's work after learning about the Icar's potential for evolution?
Naviale, pharmaceutical corporation based in New. Oh, so they're in New Federation. Its core technology originates in the development of Icar. So they're still. I guess they're still centered around it. A groundbreaking medical advancement shadowed by perpetual controversy. Right. Did Fraxidus get into Noviali's work after learning about the Icar's potential for evolution? Okay.
They didn't just get into our work. They went a step further. Replacement. Have you ever met the Fraxidus' Grand Architect?
Unfortunately, yes.
The thousand-faced survivor. We met near the Styx Lake, deep within the Dark Tide. Wait. Does this mean your father was...
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. Though looking back now, I can't recall the moment the real him was taken.
Oh, that's so
I
sad.
think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour. So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me? Because I have a very personal reason to go after the Fraxidus. Hatred.
Hatred. Even now?
Now, it has become something of a habit. Continue this train of investigation and you'll see for yourself what they are. But before you do, there's something I should share. My friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had a few run-ins with certain overseers. Is that right?
3. Cristoforo, Frolova, and Scar. Plus the Grand Architect you mentioned.
Ah, those names do ring a bell. Frolova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo? Arachnos. Intriguing, isn't it? The flair they have for their own branding.
My god. They have code names because they're theater kids. They're acting in their own big play. Oh my god. But hey, here we go. We actually have a confirmation about their code names. And Terry, you're right. The Arachnos thing, Cristoforo being like a spider, it's true. Weaving of fates, trapping people. The Fraxidus having stage names, of course, right? It's like, duh. Everybody could see this coming. But then you had to wonder, like, Eris from the new Federation. Like, we don't have a code name for them just yet, so I'm curious what he'll
But
say.
it's a telling detail. The codename can reveal its owner's style, personal tastes, and even ambitions.
You can see that.
Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. But give them a preference, a pattern. We can start to build a profile from the pieces. I've been compiling reports on the Overseers for years. Allow me to share what I've learned so far.
Oh my god, Luuk is literally just info dumping everything about the Fraxidus now, isn't he? That's crazy. Okay. I'm all for it.
I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there.
It reactivated my access. Dude, we had a secret hideout together? Luuk is so hot. Ugh. We had a secret hideout together, guys. Can you imagine the whole late nights of us just sitting on this couch together studying? I think I might... My headcanons are going wild right now. Like, how long were we together with Luuk? Not like together, but I mean like... How long was our time with Luuk? He says that we were passing strangers for a short period of time. Whatever, Luuk. I don't think so. After after everything you're telling me right now, I feel like we had multiple run-ins. On top of you also counseling my daughter. So, talking about important things for 13 hours. Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud. No. Those 13 hours are worth it. Standing ovation every time I see him. He's just, you know, I actually had to laugh because some people in the comments are just like, oh, is this the sixth love interest for Love and D Space? And oh, the new guy in Love and D Space is really good. And oh, this update for Love and D Space is awesome. Can you imagine? Sorry, another cut in. Kuro making an otome game. You know what? If anybody could compete with a 3D otome game, Kuro probably could with all their animations. My god. Can we expose what trial Luuk is equipped with? Oh. Kuro, we need a lab collab yesterday? No, Kuro. We needed a lads competitor yesterday. Everybody was so excited about the V Project thing. I forgot what it's called. It's like V Project. I think that's the name. And then when they found out it's just a Josemuke rather than a otome, they're like, oh. Well, still, it's still really good. It's just we were hoping for a lads competitor. Kuro, listen, if you really want money and Tencent is like breathing down your neck, don't give in to the whims of Tencent when it comes to Wuwa. Don't do it. But you know what you could do it with? You could do it with an otome game. You absolutely 100% could do it with an otome game, and you will tap into a whole treasure trove. I will tell you now, you will be competing with the big boys with an otome game. I'm not gonna lie, and you will have the most dedicated fans. On top of that, you'll have so much fan art you wouldn't even know what to do with. I'm so happy that Wuthering Waves is getting a lot of fan art now, though. The amount of Luuk fan art that I've seen, insane. Insane for day one. Luuk, you built a really nice secret hideout. I can't believe all of this. We're never gonna get back in here, are we? We're never gonna get back in here. You built all of this for me to just only enjoy this for an hour? Just so we could yap together? I mean, that's fine. It's fine. But oh, it's okay. I'm putting this on my survey. If only Wuwa can optimize for modal pair. Yes. Hello, Norman. Welcome. Sorry, I keep interrupting because I'm thinking of all the potential that Luuk is giving me right now. In lore and possibilities.
The Fraxidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic, artificially induced body modification. They're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the handiwork of Hydra.
Wait, do you think... Okay, but if you're encountering artificers and more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the handiwork of Hydra. Would that be like... Would you say Mia from 2.4? Yeah. Would that count as a more creative modification? The ones with like the weird thing, like the Fraxidus people who have like arms sticking out of their backs. I imagine that might be the work of Hydra. Oh yes, please do. You got Luuk? I did get Luuk. Of course. I've been yapping about him for like an hour and a half. Yes. Yes, I absolutely did. I thought like Shangli. You think so? Like Shang Liao? But okay, Shang Liao lost his arm because he put his arm through a portal that was a false gate. Like he legitimately is like probably the only one recorded to put his arm through a tacit portal, like a tacit mark portal thing, and then it got chomped off. But at the same time, he also grabbed a material on the other side that helped form his arm. So I think he's a little different. He naturally, well, not naturally, unnaturally gained an arm from looking for the truth. Well, if it isn't right. Well, if it isn't Tristan. Good to see you, buddy. How are you? You got good. It took so long to finish Rocha's companion quest, but sped through Brant's because I was so hooked. Yeah? Brant's is just fun. He's just a fun guy, having a fun adventure, and then you can kind of tell that he's definitely going through a lot, but he's doing his best in every moment to try to enjoy his life. I'm doing good. How are you? It's been a hot minute. It's been a while. Honestly, I haven't been streaming very much, and so everybody that's popping in, thank you so much. Oh my god, I didn't think that me being gone for 2 months and then seeing y'all actually kind of makes me emotional, but thank you. I'm really happy to see y'all. I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better. I think I needed these 2 months off, or not off, but I mean just doing things at my own pace, you know? I hope y'all have been good too. Hi White, welcome. How's it going? Oh yeah, I didn't get to see it, but happy anniversary. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't really celebrate, I'm assuming the affiliate anniversary. I don't really celebrate it very much, but I'm happy. I'm still here. I'm still streaming every so often. Love that the quest was like, holy moly, big fish got caught. Guess who's doing labor? By the way, some more pirates have died here. Yeah. Yep. Happy anniversary. May your gacha pools be blessed. I wish they were. I'm so unlucky. I've decided not to rely on the gacha. Not the lottery. The lottery is not good for me. Now, where's the pink tarsier? She is lurking because she doesn't want to get spoiled on what's going on with Wuwa, but she's around. She was here earlier. I'm sure if you spam chat, you would find her. Badunk! Wow! Hey, dude, it's been a while. Yes, it has. Thank you for showing up. I know that sounds so strange for you just walking in, but I was just thanking people for being here because it's been a while since I've streamed too. So it's really nice to see everybody. I hope you've been well. I decided I will not be convening for anyone in the near future. Those Luuk convenes drained me. Same. He drained me. Like I really have nothing. I have nothing. I got nothing else. So I'm just gonna have to look at Segue in the eyes and be like, I mean, I hope you don't play the style that I like playing, so that way I don't feel bad skipping you. The winds tell me Chuyeon Ryuan is afoot, and I have to turn a blind eye. The word on the street is Chuyeon is running with Sigrika. He will be in the same patch. You don't see me right now, but I just have that really awkward smile. So if that's the case, I mean, honestly, same. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and just be like, I'm sorry, buddy. I like you and I want you to be a DPS, but at this point, I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm kind of looking at the orange-haired lady. I know this is man propaganda. I just can't prove it yet. Okay, let me continue playing the game. But I am happy to see everybody and chat with everybody. It's good to see y'all.
Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution. and body modifications. Whoever they are, they often work in tandem with Siren.
Hydra and Siren together? Okay. I mean, the one that they had definitely had to work on was probably Mia. But then you got Cristoforo over here being like, I invested 20 years into this project. And you didn't even get, like, an approval from the people who have been doing it for how many years already? Cristoforo's is over here doing his own little group project with Prolova and Sword of Scar. But I mean, it sounds like these people had it going the whole entire time. They obviously worked on the Megalodon. That's what I'm thinking. I think that they were probably, you know what, Cristoforo was probably copying their homework. I'm not gonna lie. He was like, I can do that too, and then he goes and messes up Mia's life, but he does it in a 20-year investment, like a crazy person. What?
In other words, if you spot one, be on guard in case the other is lurking close by.
So we're getting 2 bosses in one. That would actually be pretty cool.
Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention. This overseer primarily operates in Ashinohara, a region that's been largely destroyed by the Lament.
If it's been destroyed, why are they still there?
Ashinohara. I've heard of it somewhere before.
We heard of
The
it.
girl we had in the infirmary for a while. Chisa, I remember. The city that trapped her, Honami, is part of Ashinohara. Now, on to 2 key pieces of the puzzle. I did say the Fraxidus was a loose organization, but even the most scattered cells still need funding to function. Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation. And based on the intel I've gathered, that's their most critical base of operations. And where you'll find Eris.
I'm telling you, New Federation's America. It has to be.
Do they operate in the open?
Not exactly. But in a place where money talks, they must have members in the highest echelons of government and business. Key members. Their foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, the Fraxidus operates with impunity across the planet.
Okay, hold on. This is gonna sound so dumb. But the bad guys in the New Federations is the insurance companies. It has to be. I mean, it's the insurance companies in tandem with the hospitals that are marking up the prices, making you take MRIs that is like $8,000. That's them. That's them. That's the reason why everybody is having a horrible time in New Federation, because insurance isn't free. Or sorry, healthcare isn't free. When you get an insurance and then they don't want to pay for half of it, then you're literally costing yourselves an arm and a leg just to survive out there. It's awful. It's terrible. It's America. I don't know. The more that I life experience, unfortunately, I work in the medical field. So the more that I'm hearing this, Luuk is telling us about the Noviale group, who's trying to create like a cancer medicine that is actually cancer, just self-injected into people. But then it's not working, and he's the only one that survived out of it so far. And then now we have all this other information about the New Federation. And the Fraxidus is over here being like, we're going to create evolution. We're going to be the ones who redo humanity to become the greatest and best and the living new species on the planet. But I don't know. I'm thinking insurance companies. New Federations are also putting an increase in anything related to femininity because patriarchy, right? Do you play Stardew Valley? I used to play it a lot. Can you guys believe it's already the 10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley? And I was talking about this earlier, but Concerned Ape dropped a video for Stardew Valley, kind of like a retrospective over everything that he's done to create the game, and then his thoughts on it over time. And it was really good. A very good watch. I highly recommend it if you like Stardew Valley. There's a new update of 1.7. What do you think of those new marriage candidates, Tristan? I know some people are kind of like mixed on one of them, and I'm curious your thoughts. 10 years and I haven't touched it once? Oh, it's such a time sink. I feel like anybody who likes those type of games and then does touch it, they're just absorbed into it for like months. You have a phase. I don't know about Clint, but I'm excited for Sandy. Okay, it's been a while. Refresh me. Is Sandy the daughter of the bus lady? Because I don't remember Sandy. It's either she is the bus lady or the daughter of the bus lady. I don't know. They live in a trailer, right? Oh, Sandy's a lady in the desert. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me then. I didn't really explore the desert very much. By the time that they did the desert expansion, I guess, or when they started letting us go to the desert, I didn't really play the game very much. So no wonder. I was like, who the heck is Sandy? But Clint made me laugh. Because doesn't he have a thing for Emily? So what is happening there? Anyway.
Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation. To be blunt, they're the Space Trek Collective's single largest donor.
Okay, speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily... Oh, right. Oh. So it's like America. It was America, and then they decided to leave, so they pulled all of the funding in one of the projects, and then now everybody else is like, oh.
Duly noted.
Interesting.
I'm assuming the other key piece is the Grand Architect.
So Eris is a big honcho.
The Fraxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. Real people, legendary beings, and even the phantoms of the dead from others' memories. I did brush shoulders with them once. It was a shame. I had no idea at the time, and missed my shot.
So this guy was actually just out to kill him. Like, straight up, he was out here ready to murder them. Why can't it be Wizard? We wanted Daddy Magic. Oh, Tristan. Yeah, what is his name? Rasmodius or something? The big bad government was funding the school. Yes. Isn't that always the case? But I guess the school is like a whole world group project, right? After everything post-apocalyptic, they're like, how about we all just convene together and try to make some good in the world? Hee hee ha ha. And we could put it in our tax write-offs. So, that's all I'm thinking.
This pen was the only thing I brought back from that great fire.
Oh.
I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time.
Even though we can read it, though? Because we knew that was Corda
It's a pity
Savante?
you called me to the High Roy. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have a good reason, right?
Why he looking like that? Oh, he's like all frozen, too. You got a good reason, right? He's like, oh, I could have been doing a good job if I continued, but I mean, I'll listen to you, girly.
You uncovered all this by yourself?
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
He has dark circles under his eyes.
To get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items, you did more than just follow a trail. You infiltrated them.
And look at him. He's so proud of himself. He's like, okay, you can praise me more. Oh, he's so content with himself. Luke. He was waiting for that. What was that lap shot? Girl, I didn't even see that. Evil Dr. Boyfriend, thank you for doing all this work. Yes. He's worked so hard. For 20 years?
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
Bro is pushing 40, guys.
Knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky. no matter how loose they are. Each infiltration will only be more dangerous than the last.
He's like 50.
Luke, how can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
Mm.
You know, this is the second time you've said those words to me.
Because he's a medical worker.
They got away again.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to interject. Luke, how can a medical doctor take care of other people? Because we're always on the edge. If we're not going to do it, who else will? We're the ones who are crazy enough to do so. You know why we're on the medical field? Because we're all psycho. You could say that, Rover. You can say that, Rover, because you don't know what it's like to be a medical field worker, okay? You know what? That's just an average person thinking, how can you save lives if you're always thinking about dying? Because I have bills to pay. Like, I still gotta go in. Who else is gonna do this job? Nobody else is gonna show up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Luke was really made for me. He's out here trying to save lives, but he's not even caring about himself. And I'm like, it's like us. They're just like, hey, man, I tell patients, you gotta watch what you eat. You can't eat too much sugar because now your blood sugar's in the 300s. You gotta stop eating that junk. And then I turn around, I go out to the nurse's station, and I stuff a whole Twinkie down my throat. Like, come on. Rules for thee, not for me. That's what Luke is doing, and I understand it. You go off, brother. You be psycho like that, because I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Even if it is living on the edge. This is a nice shot, though. I mean, dangerous, but nice shot. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, exactly.
If I hadn't been so cautious, I could have taken care of them this time. I should send today's findings to her. It's been 2 years. I suppose I'm due for a report.
We haven't talked in 2 years? Oh my god, we were on and off long distance. That's
Good.
crazy.
You got the intel. Would have been a shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to the High Roy? Why?
Oh, it's like the ASMR. The lad's ASMR.
There's evidence of
Oh,
their
never mind.
activity in the High Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly, you need a break.
Now is not the right time.
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll be no different from them.
That irks me.
Not pulling any punches, are you?
You know, it's one thing when Rover makes a promise and I cringe a little whenever Rover says I promise. But no, this is like out of everything Rover has said. After everything Rover has said, why does that line irk me so much? I mean, they're right. There's truth to it. Maybe that's the reason why it irks me. But at the same time, I mean, the reality is we're crazy. We're crazy. I understand you, Luke. I understand you more than Rover does, okay? Love this casual conversation of fire in the background, yeah. It's big coming from Rover now, true. Exactly.
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. The High Roy is a nice place, Luke. Bright, passionate students, beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down.
That's the same thing that he said to us earlier.
Listen to me on this. Come.
And she's probably already on the High Roy by now.
Very well. As you wish.
Oh, and he's such a good listener. Oh my god,
So I've
guys.
led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since. No need to worry. I know my limits.
Oh, his view. His viewpoint. Oh. That makes me
Let's set
soft.
aside the Fraxidus for now. You should discuss the Exostrider plan. But first, tell me what happened to you and Imeth in the Frostlands.
Tell me what happened to you and I in the Frostlands. You briefly recount Luke. So we're out here. Oh my god, I think this is the most honest Rover has been to somebody. Well, hold on. That's not true. You know what else? You know who else Rover is unusually honest to? Yang Yang. Why? You know what? Later on, I'm going to go off on a whole rant. And I want you all to prove me wrong. Anybody who's played Wuthering Waves, I need y'all to prove me wrong. But I have a whole entire hot take. And I mean, I've been saying this hot take forever, but I'm thinking about making this hot take a video. Anyway, I'll talk about it if I remember later. But in person, this is the most... This is the most Rover has been honest with somebody. And then here's another thing. Up until now, this is also the so far Rover, we haven't had any choices for Rover 2. Rover has mostly been voiced. There hasn't been any choices so far, which is insane. Have not the... Oh my god, thank you. Okay, hold on. Everybody, we gotta sit down and talk. But again, later. I've been interrupting too much and I kind of feel bad. I'm invested, I swear, but I'm also really ready to yap with y'all too.
I see. I am with she. No wonder you're in such a state.
He sounds so soft.
I understand her reasons. She was fighting for her dream, for the High Roy in the only way she knew how. And I respect that. The fate she chose for herself.
Whoa, she respects it. That's crazy. This entire time, Rover has been like, I'm gonna do it my way. You know, like, I understand that was your choice, but I'm gonna do it my way. Said to Cartethia, right? Cartethia? But then I remember, do you remember in 3.0 where we looked at the what's his face? The beautiful man who we can't pull because he's stuck inside like this sun satellite brain thingy. I don't remember his name. The Shaper. I think that's his name. The Shaper. His name starts with an A. But anyway, he's the beautiful blonde man that he was just like, Rover, if you give me the permission, I will become all 6 of the Heliotic 6 will become the Heliotic 1 because I will take on all of the computing. And she's just like, but what will happen to you? And he's like, I don't know, but I think I'm the only one that could do it right now. And she's like, well, shucks. Okay. And then I remember just throwing my hands up in the air going, okay. Wait, you're just gonna let this guy sacrifice himself just to take on all the computing? He becomes a true calculator and then you just let this happen? Rover is out here just being like, okay, I guess I will respect people's choices of sacrificing themselves now, which is a completely like 180 shift from the entirety of 2.x. Especially in retrospect with Cartethia, where Cartethia is like, I'm going to kill myself, and then doesn't let her die by, you know, trying to trap Big Boy here. Like, Rover genuinely got lucky that their plan worked to begin with. But then that's also the reason why in 2.7, Cartethia had to keep it a secret from Rover. She had to keep it a secret from Rover from the dying part. So it's interesting. It's good. Happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you. I guess everybody's getting this notification. That's cool. Thank you. It's been how many years? I don't even know how many years. 2 years? No. Maybe I don't remember what it said. But yes, thank you so much. It's been a bit, Carcom. 84 years, y'all. I'm feeling old. I just realized that my taste in Japanese music is like of a 40-year-old. Okay, like that's crazy. So we're out here being old, very. Alright, let's continue.
But I won't accept it. There's more I haven't tried.
Oh, never mind.
I'm not
JK, I stopped too soon. Look at this. Do you see this? Yeah, you fight, girl.
I wouldn't expect you to give up so easily.
There you go.
Now, about the Exostrider. It started with Space Trek Collective finding a giant solid-skin root network in Bjarta
We spoke too soon. That's crazy.
They identified it as the lid sealing the Strider Gate, so
Wait.
to speak.
What? Okay, hold on. Exostrider started with the Space Trek Collective finding a giant soul-skin root network in Bjarta Woods, right? So think of Avatar. I expected too much from Rover. I'm sorry. Okay, think of Avatar, right? Remember Avatar, the first movie where they had like the tree, and then the tree had like the neural network that they all connect to? That's kind of all I picture. They identified it as the lid sealing the Strider Gate, so to speak. So, wait, does that mean that if we extract the Exostrider, like yoink it from the ground, I guess, and then release Aleph 1, does that mean all the soul skin would just disappear? That's kind of sad. I kind of like the big eyeball looking creatures.
It keeps the Thernodians' fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider Gate.
Both
Break
sides.
it, and these forms will reunite.
So
That wouldn't just spell Lahai Roy's doomsday, but the entire world.
So they split it. Ah, okay. In my head, I don't know why I pictured it this way, but I just pictured it that Exostrider stabs it with big sword, has it stuck in Lahai Roy, and then there's this big looming black hole with a big ol' sword in it underground. But now that it's saying that there's two sides of it, I'm guessing there's one above and one below. And they're trying not to let them unite? I'm really gonna have to review this again.
But the Collective still yearned to open that gateway, to explore the unknown. So, they created the Synchronists. The idea was to use augmented resonance to amplify the Exostrider's power, hoping that would keep the Thernodians suppressed.
That had to
Lately,
happen
the Thernodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing.
after.
I'm afraid the Fraxidus is also getting ready to make a move.
It had to happen after that
With the
Theurxie.
reactor core returned, all you need now is a little patience. Wait for the Exostrider to awaken. Then we can focus on how to use it to find Imeth. You were a synchronist in the Academy once before. I'll speak with Lucilla about getting you piloting access.
You
Then
actually have
I'll wait for your news, Luke.
Certainly, but our immediate priority should be the Fraxidus. I have a feeling they're planning to sabotage our plans for the Exostrider.
He can sniff them a mile away. You know what? A smile away. He could do that too.
Rover said she'd like to check on the Exostrider in the Frostlands before she left. Well, it could be a way to take her mind off things.
Look at this guy.
Now then,
I like how we get to hear his thoughts though.
Dr. Herssen, is something the matter?
must you always assume the worst, Lucilla? Can't I just call to chat?
Oh my god. Wait, we actually have two people talking without Rover present? That's crazy. Kuro! Kuro, you're doing amazing things. We actually have a whole conversation happening that we can view without having Rover to be present. That's kind of bare minimum, but I'm happy that you're doing it. Good. I'll take it. And they're doing it with a guy? Maybe they're like, don't ship Lucilla with anybody. She's just an old hag, I guess. I don't know. That's... Interesting. Okay.
I find that highly unlikely, Doctor. Let's skip the preamble. What is it?
So glad they're doing this with the adult characters, though.
So this is about Imeth. She was so tight-lipped with me about what happened in the Frostlands. Yet, she spoke to you.
Sitting on our hands won't fix anything. and she was willing to open up. If a friend runs into trouble, I'll naturally step in to listen. Besides, what I have to share today benefits the Academy. It could help us get ahead of a few potential issues.
Very well. Let's hear it then. Meet me at the Institute, the usual spot.
The usual spot. Okay, I like this. So far, so good. Oh. I'm Dr. Luuk Herssen. Yes, I'm so glad they're actually treating the characters like characters in a story.
My head's spinning.
Are you okay?
Oh, Dr. Herssen, it's good to see you.
Nathan, you looked fine not long ago. What happened to you?
My thesis, my spot at the...
Hold on. I recall you coming by the infirmary with good news earlier. Something about an institute professor recruiting you for your top marks? Is this the price you have to pay for that? Careful. You might get talked out of the job over health issues.
No, I will get that position at the Institute. I'll crawl there if I have to. I'll come back from the dead if I die first.
Dang. He's serious.
Now you're just delirious. I know getting this opportunity wasn't easy. And you can't exactly just ask for time off. Come by my office later. I'll write you a sick note. You can't run yourself like an exoswarm, thinking you'll recharge the moment the sun comes up. It's not how we humans work.
Thank you, Doctor. Good things are bound to come your way. This takes me back. I always got my best sleep passed out in your infirmary.
I think he's about to pass out now. The way that you could hear it in his voice, too. He's like yawning midway. That's good. That's good.
Let's see here. Who's still skipping their physical checkup? Ah, young Luuk. What brings you to the Institute today?
Just here to discuss something with someone. How have your shifts been treating you these past few months?
Not bad. You know, these researchers, getting them in for a checkup is like pulling their teeth. I have to hunt them down myself. What do you say we grab a drink after my shift? The meal plans here are all nutritional efficiency. Taste like chewed up cardboard.
Of course. Why don't I show you that scout drone model I just finished while we're at it?
You work fast. You really do enjoy that sort of tinkering.
Taking things apart and putting them back together again is quite stress relieving. It's a nice way to unwind after a day's work.
So, what do you say we sneak over to Rogan's place when we get a minute and liberate the cannon barrel from that precious bot of his? We can put it back after he's had a good meltdown.
I'd rather not be an accomplice to that. It's unethical. And I can't believe you're still holding a grudge over that fish he stewed behind your back.
Oh, these are the people that were there before. I like this. It kind of establishes how many relationships Luuk has. On top of it, he's such a sociable guy. He likes talking to people a lot. And he remembers everybody too. Like, he remembers those little things about them.
Have a seat, Doctor. Shame. I thought she would come with you.
She's been here before, but things are different now. I prefer not to have her tangled in the collective's trivial matters.
Fair enough. But I'm not like those stubborn old goats you're used to dealing with. I don't chase after pride or rank. All I care about is Star Torch Academy. Now go on. Give me the highlights, Dr. Herssen.
I got hot people all over the screen right now.
The Fraxidus. I understand. I'll keep a closer watch. As for piloting the Exostrider, if she is capable, that's fine by me. The Research Institute will see to the preparations. That said, we can't ignore the risks that come with opening the Strider Gate. I have someone in mind who can help. But first, let me have a quick word with her.
She really wants to speak to Rover in
The
person.
Threnodian concerns every one of us at Lahairoi. I'll handle the board as you've asked. You focus on her and the matters here on campus.
Thank you for understanding, Lucilla. President. Our conversation went more smoothly than I expected. I thought you might think I had a hidden agenda. As a thank you, care for some candy?
I'll pass. I'm well aware of your candy outreach program across campus. I've had my fill of sweets over the years.
It's like if Zane was giving macarons to everybody.
As for what you said earlier, I've been here long enough to know exactly who you are. Thanks to your efforts in uncovering those moles, the Academy is safer, and we have far fewer headaches to worry about. What truly surprised us was your choice to stay all these years, and become one of Lahairoi's steadfast guardians.
How much do they know?
Oh, I'm just glad the President doesn't see me as some busybody.
You're the right kind of busybody. The kind we're happy to have.
A friend of mine sold me on this place. Went on and on about the beautiful snow and the bright, passionate students. Convinced me to come. But when I actually got here, nothing like the brochure she described. Turns out, 8 out of 10 staff members were planted here by different factions. Our students dream of reaching the stars, all while living in a gilded cage. Meanwhile, we have Roya dealing in exoswarm parts and colluding with new Federation smugglers. I know that these students aren't fools. They're the best minds from across the nations. If even I can see what's going on, how could they be blind to it? It's their ideals, their hope for the future that lets them endure the ugly realities of this place without becoming cynical. I only came to Lahairoi because a friend recommended it. But now...
Now you've grown to like it here, right?
Yes, same as you, Madam President. An urgent transmission from Nana. If you'll excuse me.
Dr. Herssen, there was a break-in at the infirmary. Nevora's being kidnapped by the one we previously detained, Warren.
What is your status? Are you severely damaged?
No need to worry. Just need time to prepare.
Poor Nana.
Understood. Prioritize damage control after this call. Notify the Academy's security department. It'll take time for them to respond. I'll go after Warren. Which direction did he take her?
Received message from the Academy. They're heading towards the Sky Arc space station in the Frostlands.
It's the Court of Savante space station she and I discovered before. I'm on my way. Warren has escaped. He's taken a student and is heading for one of the debris fields in the Frostlands.
What do you plan to do?
I'm going after him. I'd like you to set up a perimeter there to cut off his escape and prevent any further risks to the Academy.
You want me to secure a perimeter while you go in alone to handle Warren?
I have a hypothesis. One I'd like to verify by myself.
Very well. Your track record warrants it. Go, Dr. Herssen. I'll expect good news.
Lucila's so... He's not easygoing, but... agreeable? I mean, everything that she says so far tracks, but... she's very agreeable. Very... convenient
Evora. Why now?
to have on your side. No, we traveled here. We traveled here really quickly, Dr. Herssen. Oh.
I know you've been here before. Take me to the data room. Now!
Oh, okay. I'll do anything you say.
They're heading deeper into the station. Is there someplace we haven't discovered yet? Right on schedule.
Oh, don't slap me. Oh,
Time to
stop that. Wait, is that the suspicious
Rise
girl?
anew.
Perhaps. One who could be the GA? Perhaps. You know, I'll be honest though, the first time around when I saw her, I was just like, oh, she's so passionate. And then she does this one move where she raises her arms up into the air, and I was like, girl, wait, hold. Wait a minute. Hold on. And every single time she talked, Luuk would just have a look in his eye, and I'm like,
That's clear.
But for me, I just want to believe she's just a girl who's just passionate about her thesis statement. But if I were to believe that, I'd probably be killed by a mimic. Oh no. Wait, what are you guys doing in here?
The researchers the Academy stationed here. 2 with gunshot wounds, but still alive. And this one? No vitals.
Yikes. Okay. I love people passionate about their thesis statement.
The bleeding stopped. I should keep going after Warren.
So, you see, that's what I'm confused about too, because listen, in the start of this quest, she's like, hey, I am... What I say? It's just like, hey, I'm doing better, Rover. If you wanted to talk to Dr. Herssen, she's currently talking with Segue, and then Segue is actually in there. And when she leaves the room, she ends up joining Evora. So for some reason, Segue doesn't think twice about where her girly friend has been. Because from our understanding of 3.0, Evora should have been with Segue the entire time. So why is Segue not even like questioning the fact that her girly friend is hurt? You know? It's making me wonder a lot. Like, I'm not sure what is causing that. Like, unless that's not how I'm supposed to be reading it, that's unfortunately how I'm reading it. I read the students talking about seeing double C, so that's what I'm wondering too. But then it's like, wouldn't Segue wonder if she was already exploring the Winterland, the Frostlands with her during the time that she was stuck with us? Then unless Evora had an excuse to disappear during that time, and that's the reason why Segue doesn't question it, because Navarro's like, I'm gonna go over here, and then she just goes across the entire map or something. So, yeah, I'm not sure. It's interesting.
Right on schedule. Entombed in daybreak.
Oh, whoa, my god, brother. Oh, you're just all the way over here. Okay. Navarro also stopped the hologram message. Right. So, Navarro just has way too many suspicions going on about her. And as much as I wish she was just a girl.
Spatial anomalies. Did someone reactivate the Skyark system?
Just a girl who's so passionate about her studies. Only to be a mimic. It's so funny because before, everybody's just suspicious about Cristoforo's OCs. And we're like, is it a Cristoforo OC? Or is it a regular person? Now it's like, is this the Grand Architect? Is it a mimic? Or is this just a girl? A girl working on her thesis statement?
I'll get out of Lahai, Roy.
Oh.
Out of this cursed place.
Now I'm just wondering, what about Warren, though? Like, doesn't Warren know?
It appears Warren's taken Navora to the data room we visited earlier.
You would think, because
Path
he
is blocked.
works
It's those error modules again.
with the
We should use the
Fraxidus.
adapter.
Oh, right. I forget that.
Refreshing.
No. I forget that his dash in the air has an Aura farm on his side. No! Okay. Oh, I should have done that earlier. I see. Can't use this function. Why not? Uh-oh.
It's cleared. Gotta keep moving. Almost there. Now, moment of truth.
Oh, here we go.
I brought the student, just like you asked. So, you... Where are you? Lahai Roy was just a minor setback. I'm still useful. I still have work in the new Federation. I still... Stop hiding! Say something! You! That doctor who's always watching.
You've reached a dead end, Warren. Don't you see that?
Ooh, I like that laugh. That's good.
It's your dead end!
Okay, Warren. So far, everybody who's shot and killed somebody
There must be a reason.
has been from New Federation.
Is that just impulse? Or perhaps...
Like Lene has shot somebody. Ow, ow, ow.
Things exposed.
Mornier has shot somebody.
Close.
Ow.
Entombed in daybreak.
Warren's about to shoot somebody. Or no, Warren has shot somebody. Because New Fed is the US. I'm telling you, man. There's a
was
track
only
record here.
unconscious. Everything's okay, Navora. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. It's just that he struck me in the back of the neck. It really hurts. I'm really scared.
It's okay. Don't force yourself to hold it in.
What were you
After a
looking
shock
at?
like that, it's much better if you let it out. Keeping it bottled up is stressful in itself. Take your time. Tell me what happened when you're ready.
Okay. I'll try. I need a moment.
Then rest here for now. I'll go check on Warren.
Grand architect? Nah, grand actor.
I fell asleep on the hospital bed. When I woke up and opened my eyes, Warren was pointing a gun at my head.
Don't let him into the unit. Nana, what are you doing? The
He was
nurses would get
frantic.
shot first.
Grilled me non-stop about Skyark. And when he found out I'd been to the station before, he forced me to bring him. Wait! Those researchers by the door!
One of them didn't make it. The other two are still alive.
I see. As for what else happened, I don't really remember.
That's all right. I've already formed a rough theory about his motives now. You should rest, Navora. We'll handle things from here.
I like all these suspenseful angles.
Is that so? Then, Dr. Herssen, care to share your theory?
Oh shoot, she just... Doctor, you can't go shooting around students like that.
Oh,
You didn't even hesitate.
I mean, is that any way to treat a student?
Oh, sheesh.
I'm afraid identity theft is not in the curriculum. Isn't that right,
Oh, that's evil.
Grand Architect of the Fraxidus? Since you insist on playing the student, I'll offer a lesson. It takes two to play a game.
Oh, shoot. Oh, Rover.
My. Played me for a fool, didn't you? I was going to kill you for a little one-on-one time with Rover. Shame.
Regrettable that you evaded what was meant for you.
But it's okay. Uncle Warren's dead. Nice and clean.
He wanted to get rid of Warren. Because he knew too
Being
much.
caught out in the open. And still he thought he could just vanish from La Highroy and get away with this fiasco. The naivety is remarkable.
Anyway, I got back what I wanted too, so I'm a happy girl.
Oh, no.
On my way here, I kept wondering why you acted so quickly. Didn't fit your usual style of staying in character until the very end. Just as I thought. You were after this pen.
Ah, yes, my precious. I couldn't find it anywhere. So it was you who took it from me.
Why the pen? Maybe it has like a
This
password?
is the first time someone's taken something from me. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. When did you begin to suspect?
If you must know, my suspicions began to deepen during our last visit to the space station, when you feigned that injury. Your acting had been flawless, Grand Architect, but even you cannot mimic what you don't understand. Death itself. To an immortal like you, no matter how many times you die, it's just another lost identity. And I happen to have seen you die before.
Oh? Is this why you've had your eye on me all this time? Let me think. Oops. Can't seem to remember. My bad.
Nah, I think Grand Architect's playing.
My real favorite things are the ones that are really old and far, far away.
Aliens.
But you're something special, Dr. Herssen. You're the first person in forever to ever come this close. Without you, the game in the High Roy would be so boring. So, you get prizes. And I promise, it's right up your alley. Now, for the first one. At the upcoming new solar celebration, among all the lovely students, stands a member of the Fractidus. I'm so looking forward to that child's performance.
Telling us this doesn't do your spy any good.
But that's what makes it fun! It's a cat and mouse game. The mouse needs to know the cat is coming, or how else will it run fast enough on its little wheel?
So even the GA is
To win, you just have to be the hunter.
messing with their own people.
And if you do end up catching that child, that just proves they were useless anyway.
And so same thing like Christopheru. Literally thinks anybody's useless if they don't manage to do their job.
That was only the first. What's the next one?
The next prize is right here in this data room. You're so smart, Dr. Herssen. I bet you've already figured it out, no? I had so much fun on this little trip to the Sky Arc. So, how did you feel seeing the etheric sea? Oh, home sweet home. Your faraway home. The one you can never, ever go back to.
What in the world? How much do you know? I mean, of course we figured you knew, but like,
Meeting me there
jeez.
wasn't all for nothing. The look on your face was the sweetest treat.
But then I feel like you're a part of it. You're the reason why they're trapped
More
here.
fun like this in the future. Until next time, you two.
They're using Frolova's.
I wish you a pleasant past, present, and future.
What? Truman? That's the second Truman Show like reference. The other one was more Truman Show, but that gives me a whole Truman
you
Show
stop?
vibe.
You think we couldn't have stopped her here?
Oh.
Yes. My goal was to gather intelligence, not apprehend the Fractidus' Grand Architect. When we dug up my father's empty grave, I realized that it is no simple feat to find an immortal who leaves no trail. The Grand Architect may appear to act on a whim, but in my observation, that playfulness is just another layer of disguise. There's a purpose behind it.
Well, they really take on whatever
When Nana
form they
called
take.
earlier, something felt off. Warren is a researcher himself. Why would he need to take a student hostage to investigate a debris field?
Right.
Even if he did, breaking into the infirmary and letting Nana send a distress call was a sloppy strategy. Of course I'd be the first person she contacted.
So that's why you called me afterwards. I did hear Navor say you've had her in the infirmary all this time. You were keeping an eye on her then.
I was waiting for her to show her hand. Until then, it was all speculation. I needed to see her end the act to be sure. Immortal, 1,000 faces. We've managed to gather quite a bit of intel on the Grand Architect. If I'm not mistaken, there should be something more important hidden in this room.
And then why is the GA just letting us get to it?
She wouldn't have called it a prize.
But the GA just seems to have fun toying with everybody in their little game. Karen is a mythological figure, and he turned into that. Right, but it's like the GA adapts into everything that they turn into. And then likes playing up that role. Okay, I'm curious what's here, though.
These are the personnel files from the Skyark space station.
Momo.
This lettering. Do you recall the lead researcher on the Etheric Sea Initiative? The one we saw in the hologram during our first visit.
Tristan was looking for you, but I don't think you can hear me. But you're right, he is very handsome. You recall the lead researcher on the yeah, the one that Navora cut off. I forgot their name though. The one we saw in the hologram during our first
Professor
visit.
Junshi.
There you go. Thank you.
Yes. During his lecture, he mentioned a scholar who had just joined the project.
Wei Ying.
Wei Ying. But his introduction was cut short.
Yes. Okay. Oh, we're getting answers on this. Nice.
I've found that scholar's record in the system. And her name. The letters of this name are a perfect match with those engraved on that pen.
Oh, yikes.
Are you saying that scholar is the Grand Architect?
According to these records, the Etheric Sea Initiative was stalled due to a lack of funding until she joined. Then, it was pushed back on track. Her involvement influenced the CSC's decision on this project. But everything else about her birthplace, employment history, or academic background is missing.
Sounds like another identity borrowed by the Grand Architect.
Indeed. It seems we've just traced this 1,000-faced individual back to an even earlier point in Solaris' history. These records also show Wei Ying took great interest in the CSC and Etheric Sea Initiative during that period. That must be why she infiltrated the Skyark space station.
The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars? I really want to know.
Maybe the Grand Architect doesn't even know what's beyond the Etheric Sea, too.
And about that footage... No need to explain. The fewer people who know about your secret, the better. It just occurred to me that this wasn't a coincidence. If her goal in the past involved you, then it's something to keep in mind on your journey ahead.
She wants to know why Rover brought the Etheric Sea with them.
The Etheric Sea. That might have been my entry point to Solaris after leaving my distant homeland.
I also think it came along with you.
Wei Ying was interested in the Etheric Sea before its planet-wide spread. Did she want to use it as a medium to reach somewhere beyond?
Maybe you sent her a message.
I will. Given her nature, it's only a matter of time before we meet again. The more she appears, the more she gives away. If she enjoys playing games, then it means she'll follow some rules at least. Otherwise, she'd die of boredom.
In a weird way, it kind of reminds me of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Exactly. And as I've said before, sometimes style, personal taste, and ambition can be more revealing than intended. The Fractsidus has more than one base in Solaris, and I'm far from the only one with a grudge or an interest in their activities. Until now, the Grand Architect has been like a reflection in water. She never appears as her own person, only by the faces of the already dead. But now, her fascination with what lies beyond all those infinite stars is a thread we can pull. We can start identifying which schemes bear her signature. And the Court of Savante, since our Grand Architect has taken interest in them before, a trip to Mengzhou may be worth a visit.
Oh, is Mengzhou next?
The Court of Savante was active in Mengzhou?
Just a rumor. They say a city was built there under their direction. There may be clues there. As for the new Federation, you'll likely end up there eventually if you plan to counter the Fractsidus' operations in the future.
I feel like that's still quite a way.
But not now. Things are too complicated over there, and they handle resonators differently. Even with the Black Shore's backing, going in unprepared would be serious risk.
Literally half of the Black Shores is from there.
I'll be cautious. Before Navora, did you find any other traces of this Grand Architect in the High Roy?
Yes. There is this one thing, but it's only speculation. About how Imeth disappeared. From what you told me, she died from overclocking trying to stop the Threnodian over a decade ago.
Olive One
After that incident,
entered
the
a decade
Academy
ago.
detected cracks on the Threnodian seal in the depths of Biarter Woods. The damage seemed intentional.
You mean...
I believe it was the Grand Architect who damaged the seal, and that led to Imeth's death.
Oh, when she decided to overclock the first time and become a
As soon as
digital
people will
ghost.
handle
Okay.
things here now. We should leave.
But then the Aleph One
To where?
Let's go clear our minds.
happened years and years ago.
You shouldn't sit with this alone.
Oh. He knows how mad Rover is.
Penny, for your thoughts?
There's
take a picture.
too many to count.
Feel like talking about it?
Maybe a little. I keep wondering if the choices I made in the past were the right ones. I still don't know why I chose to erase my memories. That one decision cost me my grip on everything. It made me leave so many people behind. You, Imeth, those at the Black Shores, and probably more I don't even know or remember now. I pulled everyone into my grand plan to save the world, and when it mattered most, I wasn't even there. If we can't save Imeth, she'll just be... forgotten. Left to drift in the void forever.
Even if that hadn't happened, your path was always destined to diverge from most of ours. You know your lifespan is immense. Barring some accident, most of us will leave this world long before you. Death and goodbyes are a final lesson no one escapes. But for you, it's a question that lingers for an exceptionally long time.
You're right.
Since you already know that, you should also see that everyone else has already given their answer. You're still the same person you were before. Just as resilient, still bringing hope to others. That's why, after all these years, we're still willing to stand with you. And it's not because you're a supposed savior. It's because you've always been you. And we're not just doing this for you. We're doing it for Solaris, for the future we all chose to fight for. We chose this path ourselves. You have nothing to feel guilty for. One can only move forward by making peace with what's lost. You taught me that a long time ago. In the end, I failed to find my father's murderer. I failed to protect Rhine. I failed to protect my own family.
But your brother is still alive. You're alive. There's still hope. You did everything you could.
Who knows when I'll wake up next time.
Then we'll make a promise, Luuk. We'll see each other again next winter. You'll open your eyes, and I'll be standing right here, just like today.
Come now. Enough with that face. Some candy?
You always carry candy with you. You sure they really work?
As in...
It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood. Your words.
That. Honestly, not really. It's become more of a habit of mine. As a boy, I'd have one whenever things felt too big to handle. The sweetness was a distraction, something to look forward to. Later, after I inherited Naviale, I realized there were still so many things I couldn't control. So I'd eat them to cope, especially when I was up to my neck in trouble thanks to my business associates. Even after I left the company and set out to follow the Fraxidus' trail on my own, I'd be chewing on one while I watched those who helped me die right in front of me. Still powerless, it seems. So I've come to believe that no matter how strong a person becomes, not everything can be done perfectly. In life, many things are beyond our control. But I still enjoy candy. It reminds me that meeting people is still a gift, even if I know I might lose them one day. If If you let grief and anger burn you out, you become obsessed with results. You forget the joy you felt along the way. A little sweetness helps keep the numbness at bay.
I'll have one of your candies.
How does it taste?
Luke, my chances of saving Imeth? They're pretty slim, aren't they?
They are. You'll need a miracle. But you've always been good at making those happen.
Thanks for the candy.
You're very welcome.
Guys, what am I supposed to say after all of that? Like, what? That was so important for Rover. Oh, good lord, he's right there. Hold on. Wait. Why are you just... What is that? Oh, it's a little fox. Can I take a picture with you? Oh my gosh, you're just standing there? Okay, hold on. If that's the case, we should take a picture together, Luke. Okay, say cheese. No, that was actually... okay. So... I mean, there's a lot to unpack there, because that's probably the most human Rover has been yet. And I think that was really important for, like, especially for somebody like Luke, who is... He's technically, like, a therapist, right? He's the one that, like, listening to everybody, a counselor. So... Why'd you close your eyes right there? I need your eyes open, Rover. Okay. But, yeah, like... That whole entire part really stood out to me because it really humanized Rover in comparison to before. Like I said at the start of this stream, 1.0 to 2.7, Rover has been shown to be this amazing hero. This person who can create miracles out of nothing, who, despite no matter how many hardships they go through, it's like, when I think about it, like Luffy. Not, this can't be spoilers, this has already happened like 5 years ago. Luffy, when his pain is taken out from him by Kuma into like a little bubble, and then Zoro is like, I can take on all his pain. And then we actually see physically through Zoro, who's considered like probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest guy in the One Piece crew, or the Straw Hat crew, physically going through such excruciating pain. That's kind of what Rover is in my head. Like, Rover just bounces off all of this action, all of this pain, all of this hardships. It bounces off of them But truly, it's not really bouncing off of them. It's that they're absorbing every single one of those hits. And it has nowhere else to go. And that whole entire walk, I mean, okay. It was definitely them having a heart-to-heart. But it's so interesting to see somebody meet Rover where they need to be met. No expectations. No touching upon their past. It's just, where is Rover at present? And then Luuk actually meeting them there. And then I was thinking to myself, who else is Rover that close to be able to speak so openly like that? Technically Shorekeeper, but Shorekeeper learned to be humanized because of Rover. A Rover is just as much as an alien as Shorekeeper is. So having a legitimate human like Luuk being like, listen, compared to you, I'm just some guy. But you're allowed to feel that way too. I may not be like you. Your lifespan is completely different from me, but those feelings that you have are completely real. That's something that we can understand. But I think the most important thing that Luuk said here, which actually, again, I feel like has a lot of impact when you adventure with Rover for as long as we have, is that it's like the most important thing that Rover needs to understand. Is all these people made their choices on their own. Their decisions, their actions is something that they wanted to do. Not only for Rover, not only for the world, but for themselves. And that's not something that Rover has to take on. That shouldn't be in their guilty conscience. So I feel like Luuk understanding that that was something that was weighing on their mind at that moment was receptive of him. And it just goes to show how much he has noticed Rover's changes. Maybe in comparison to before, but it's also interesting seeing those scenes, even though we only get glimpses of him, right? Not very long. But where Rover actually meets Luuk in his time of need. And Luuk actually manages to return that for Rover now. So I don't know, Luuk is a good one. He's actually a well-written character. But he also tells everything that Rover needs to hear. There's a whole blizzard outside. We're just chilling out here. But I don't know. There's really a lot that was said there that really adds so much to their character. On top of like all the info that we got, which is incredible already. What Luuk is doing for Rover in this time of need is understanding that they're grieving. Understanding that they're dealing with loss and dealing with anger. And mutually, and just seeing that and acknowledging it and helping Rover process that. Because even though he knows that it's not Rover's first rodeo of having loss, this is technically her first rodeo of having this loss. So, my God. I think the reason why this one really stands out to me is because I understand that grief, that anger, that feeling that everything is useless, that you don't know if you're going to get somebody back, and that ultimately you probably won't get that person back. So when Rover expressed my chances of saving Imate is pretty slim, and him being truthful about it, it's like, yeah, it's kind of hard to see how we're gonna do that. We're literally going up against a black hole, a whole void of nothingness. But you made things possible before, so hold on to that hope. I think Rover really needed to hear something like that, and he did it in such a lukewarm way, I guess. In a very gentle way. He's very, very gentle. But I do like seeing the glimpses that they had in the past too, which just makes me wonder, like, they really were just talking on and off all this time. I can't imagine how he felt when they didn't talk for like 20 years then. I guess the last time he saw her was 20 years ago, and then he was up and angry. Prior to that, they probably had just like an on and off situationship. But now, just like how relieving is it for him to find the person who met him in the middle before, and then being able to give that back in his way. But then also staunchly being so loyal after all this time too. Like that moment of Rover standing by his side and making that promise to him had to be so impactful. That trust is on a different level. And then for him to keep that for 20 years. But then also, in a way, he found his passion. He found people that he cared for. People that he's learned, like a place that he's learned to care for. People that he likes to surround himself with and wants to protect. So, yeah. No, I that's definitely going to keep me thinking. It's a really good follow-up for the 3.1 story. Oh, the sax is gone. I don't like how Homeboy's just standing here all cool like this. Oh, man. I wish it was longer. But it was good. Just because it was only an hour 30, 2 hours at most, with all my interruptions in between. It was good. Every single moment in there was necessary to carry the story. Everything that they talked about was so relevant to everything going on. He points us to the directions of where we need to go from here on. And then also explicitly tells us we're not ready. We're not ready to take on all the big bads. Yes, we're capable, but it's not time. But then I'm like, what are we waiting for? But at the same time, how? How would he even go about it? So he's right. Even then, as much as we would love to go straight forward, he's genuinely being such a voice of reason for Rover at this moment of need. And like, I'm thinking to myself, would it have been feasible with another character that Rover does have a strong relationship with? I don't know how much Rover would share to, like, say, Shorekeeper. I'm sure Shorekeeper would say things in, like, in comfort. But knowing Shorekeeper, she also won't say a lot. Whereas Luuk just told her everything. I mean, almost everything. I feel like Shorekeeper is still under this unwritten rule between them that she knows too much and she really can't say a lot. She doesn't really know how much she should say to Rover. Whereas Luuk is like, listen, you told me enough and I'll tell you everything I know. Everything that we've been through. But sheesh. I mean, he's willing to say things, but he does withhold information until it becomes relevant. So I guess he's still hiding things too. It's just, I don't think this type of conversation would have worked with somebody like Shorekeeper. What's interesting to me too is that Frolova is still a hard note. It's still a hard part for Rover to open up about. Rover hadn't opened up about it in Yang Yang's letters. Rover didn't mention it to Shorekeeper. Rover didn't mention it to Luuk either. So, as much as possible, Rover really does not want to mention Frolova because they recognize that they did Frolova wrong. And I think especially here in this patch, she knows it. She recognizes that not only the people that she really cared about, but for the people that she met in passing. The things that she said that people actually held dear. And then seeing that Luuk was another one of those people too, which is why Rover was so determined to understand what their relationship was before she ruined this one too. But then also seeing that, I guess now seeing that Luuk is receptive, Luuk is loyal, Luuk is still wanting to be their ally. That's probably what helped Rover open up a lot more. And that he's probably pushing 40. He's probably 40 something in this too. So he's just a reliable older man. I like you, Luuk. I don't regret fooling you. You're a good character. And honestly, this is probably the best follow-up 3.1 could get too. I really can't picture... I wasn't having any expectations because 3.1, the actual main story quest prior, that's a hard one to beat. There was so much in there. And it affected so many people. But this almost felt like the candy. The candy that Luuk gave. It's small. It's not... It's kind of mundane. But it's necessary. It's necessary that this has to be said for Rover. And although the sweetness is just kindness. Kindness for other people, kindness for yourself. So, no, this was a very good way to wrap up 3.1. This is probably like the best patch. Like, I will say this now. 3.1 really is such a rounded patch in that Kuro really stuck with their story. They decided to really make a full story. Everything's all connected. And it's connected to the foundations of the story they've been telling since 1.0, which makes it far more rewarding to the people who have been paying attention to the world. Everything that we were exposed to, talked about, educated on by actually reading the notes, interacting with the world, doing the overworld stuff that are connected with the different factions are all coming together here. And it's, you know, making us pay attention. It's getting people who weren't interested into lore to be interested now. So there's a lot of beauty in 3.1. I think this is genuinely the hardest patch to beat. Like, this topped 2.5 and 2.2 for me. So that's pretty impressive. Like, 2.5 was good because it was such a whole entire, like, shoving a mirror in Rover's face and being like, listen, this is you. And this is the issues you got that you don't want to acknowledge. 2.2 felt good to me because it really tied with all of the foundations of what we had learned in Renacida and is now progressing the story in a way that we are being able to interact with those characters involved so deeply. So, what a good game. What a good game. I have no complaints, and it helps that there's a cute guy right in front of me that I could stare at all day. I've had him for one day, and if anything happens to him, I think I will eat everybody, and then nobody would be alive. Oh, you did good, Luuk. What a good guy. What a good guy. I don't know. I'm still really affected by their last conversations. That's just them quietly walking together in the snow. And then him telling her the entire time, it's just time for you to slow down a bit. Your mind is everywhere. It's all jumbled. And him being a therapist is like, yeah, let's unravel that. Let's unravel that. How about we take a walk, Rover? Touch some grass. Stop fighting the world for once. I know you need to, but we'll ease into it. What a gentle guy. Very gentle. Even after all he's been through, I think there's a quote, right? I don't remember the quote, but it's like even after somebody's going through so many hardships, tribulations, all the wrongdoings done against them and they still choose kindness, that's Luuk. That's Luuk. And I admire that type of tenacity. Yes, he's driven by hatred. Yes, he has almost revenge. A revenge story to him. But in the end, he also has kindness in him still to this day. After everything that was done. And he's psycho. But I didn't want to laugh. But the entire time where he's describing about if the candies work, it kind of made me nod my head too. Because some days you have a hard day at work. Could you blame him for being psycho? No! He got experimented on as a kid. He got forced to take on this experimentation that he didn't even realize was going to do that to him. But he only did it because he wanted to prove something to his father, who wasn't even really his father the entire time. And then after watching everything that happened to him and his brother, like, you would think that not a lot of people recover from that type of abuse. And yet he's still here, right? He's still here choosing to be a good person. And you have to admire that. You still have to respect that. Yeah, he's probably killed a man or two. I mean, he just headshotted a child. Out of context, that sounds awful. But I mean, he didn't even think twice. He already had his suspicions and he didn't even budge from his suspicions the entire time. That's crazy. He kept this girl under wraps. He's psycho. He kept her inside the infirmary because he already had his notes on her. Be like, nah, this one ain't right. This one ain't right. We're gonna keep her in the infirmary for as long until she breaks. That's psycho behavior. And then he goes back into his little office going, ha 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 ha, let me eat some candy because I'm psycho. But honestly, that's like when he's describing, like I said, I didn't laugh, but in my head, I just kind of chuckled quietly mentally because he goes, yeah, I'm seeing people die around me. I'm having a horrible day. And all I do is just shove some candy down my throat. And then it just feels a little bit better. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. Like I said, I come home after a hard day at work. I take a whole entire spoonful of condensed milk and just shove that down my throat. And it's a better day already. It's a better day already. Regardless of what I went through, at least that little sweetness really does take off the edge. Oh my god. I hate to say it, but I there are things that Luuk talks about, shares, and uncovers that I do relate to a lot. And that's probably why I feel so heavy-hearted right now. But now, Rover is actually relatable. You can relate to Rover in this sense, and that's the craziest part. Rover has been this unattainable figure with all these multiple names. But this patch 3.1 as a whole really made them be somebody that you could relate to. And even if you've never experienced the same experiences or similar experiences, you can understand that type of weight that's on them, the type of guilt that's eating them away, the type of loss that they're having. Just understanding it, even if you've never been through it. That's what makes Rover so compelling in this patch. So good on them. Good on them for being able to do that. You can't defend him. He's psycho. He's psycho! Oh, man. I like you, Luuk. I like you, Luuk. I don't regret spending money on you. You're a good guy. Oh my god, I can't wait for the survey to come out. And I'll be like singing their praises. You did a great job with Amy and Luke. You're incredibly well written. They are tugging at our heartstrings in all the right ways. And I'm very thankful that they wrote them in such a respectful way. They respected their characters down to the very end. Yeah, it was a somber note on both ends, but it's still hopeful. They're still fighting in their own way. With Amy reaching out, even though she's a husk, a vegetable of her former self, her reaching out and saying, don't be sad. And then the whole entire last 5 minutes of Luke just trying to encourage Rover this entire time. That's good. It really is like humanity trying to do their best to fight against all odds. And the least we could do is just try to understand each other, try to reach out to one another, try to express that we're being there for each other. That's just being human. It's like all the people who reached out to me when I told them I was depressed. They're like, oh man, I remember when I came out at work, it was probably like sometime in December. And I had to laugh because I just casually said it. Like, yeah, I think I'm just kind of depressed lately. And then one of my coworkers, it was my lab tech, he was like, oh, you're depressed? What happened? What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Do you need something? And I'm like, I'm fine. It's seasonal depression. It's not that serious. And everybody's like, it's that serious. You haven't talked to us for 6 weeks. Oops. It wasn't that long. I didn't know that. And they're like, yes, my friends who absolutely know who they are. It's been 6 weeks. We've been counting. We kind of need you to hang out with us again. Oh, okay. I'll try to. I'd like to do it more. And I genuinely do. So it's things like that. That's just the kindness in human beings. And I think they really did a good job of portraying that. So good on you, Kuro. How human of you. How relatable. How nice. Yeah, the story is sad right now, but that's the type of sweetness that candy represents. And I just realized too, he gave us a sweet candy, right? That's like, I think it's a consumable. Where is it? Oh, unless it's not. I know that at the start of the game. Oh, it's not. Oh, I can't eat this one. You know, at the start of the game where you can get a little candy from a little girl in the fetch quest thing. Ooh, excuse me. It just reminded me of that for some reason. Wrapped into translucent, colorful candy paper, the sweets are firm to the touch. Once in the mouth, they release a gentle, lingering sweetness. A little sweetness keeps the numbness at bay. You understand and accept his kindness, even though a faint trace of bitterness still lingers beneath the sugar. That's sweet. That's sweet. Did I eat the candy? I'm curious now. Because there was a piece of candy that this chick gives you at the very start of the game. It's like a little girl who's just like, here's some candy. And I don't think I ever ate it. Apparently it gives you some HP. And I never ate it. I'm kind of wishing that Kuro have the Unborn Echoes box again. Yeah, they removed it because they noticed that people were hoarding them like me. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's crushed. Why? No! Who crushed it? That wasn't supposed to crush. A gift from a painter. Thank you. My best audience. How could this happen? I kept it safe for so long. You know, it's a little crushed. I guess I should blame that little stumble during the night reverie. Still, I hope you'll accept a small token of my gratitude. No, there was another candy, no? Was it that one? I guess it was. Okay. I just remember that this little girl gives you one. I think that's a candy. Yeah, I guess. Interesting. It's a dish, though. Huh. Well, now what? I'm just feeling heavy-hearted. I was about to go into my whole entire rant about yanking, but now I'm just all kicking rocks. And big old kicking rocks right now. Oh man. Oh man. Oh wait, can I play Luuk now? I can. Whoa! That's nice. Never mind, I'm putting Luuk on here and then putting my daughter on the other side. You got the little Amy doll? I did. My echoes are so full, I recycled a whole bunch of them just now. Cause I was at 2K and then I was like, okay, let me just recycle a bunch of these and I'll just start all over again. So well, now what am I gonna do with myself? My god. I'm just feeling very emotional. I really need to start throwing away some echoes. Yeah, I started doing that. Like everybody that I wasn't building at that point, I just kind of threw away the stuff. So of course, Lingering Tunes. The original Arrow one, the original Fire one, the Havoc ones. Yeah, I literally just started giving it all away. Well, well, well. All done. Oh, Rover. You're actually making me care for you as a character. That's very impressive. And now I have to start paying attention to all these things because these aren't just made for the funsies, you know? That's... No, now I'm just all heavy-hearted. I don't even want to rant about yanking now. I was gonna do the whole entire prove me wrong. Change my mind. My hot take video was gonna be... I like how the little fox is sleeping next to him. You know what? This has to be an implication that we're going to Mungjo next. And we're gonna have the fox sentinel soon. I don't know, go play with Luuk again? Make him a drink? I wish I could make him a drink. I wish I could. But nah, we can only play cards with him and then I lose because he gets really lucky. I actually started getting mad at him during the event because he kept winning and I'm like, stop that. I'm supposed to win. Stop not pulling the crownless. Because he gets a winning hand and then like he gets like 2 pairs at the start and then he doesn't take the crownless and then the one that he does takes down his other pair, so by the time it's my turn I only have one. I only have one to pull from him and he wins instantly. It's not fair. How rude. How rude of him. Oh, what am I gonna do now? Where are we, by the way? Honestly, yeah, where is this? Oh, okay, we're looking over the Skyark station. Fracture the frozen mirror. Huh. I don't know if you're gonna be standing here again, but you know what? I'll put a star over here. I guess. Did you see the rando video? I did. He's going through it too? He's like, heck yeah, motorcycle, and then traumatized. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, my brain. My brain's just going through it. It's definitely trying to process everything that we heard today. But then leaving it off on such a On a bittersweet note. And even though we do have like pointers of what's up ahead, we really don't know what's gonna happen with the next patch too, right? So, well, we'll see. We'll see. Feels like Kuro feels comfortable enough to give us the heavy-hitting notes now. Yeah. Not gonna lie, the story's pretty short. It is. But despite it being short, it doesn't make it bad. Yeah, you want it to be... honestly, people want it to be longer because it's good. It's a good story, so you want to experience more of it. But for everything that it had to say, I think it said enough. It did enough. Hi, Rai. How are you? I'm okay. Hi, Hedda. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. I hope you've been okay. Are you still in school? I think you were the one that was still in college classes, right? I hope school's going well. Yeah, I am. Study well. Pace yourself. I hope you're doing okay. Only got a few months left. Woo, almost done. Almost done. That's right. It is the end of like the spring semester, or it's getting there. You guys are halfway through. I hope it's going well. But yeah, I don't mind that it's short. I kind of expected it because it's a segue. So Chu Yuan's story was like what, 2 hours too? Like it wasn't very long. So I remember being initially disappointed, right, that Luuk was only getting a segue rather than a full-blown story patch. But then I thought to myself that I really enjoyed Chu Yuan's segue because it allowed Kuro to write something different. That they didn't need to sell us a waifu, that they wanted to sell us a story through a traveling swordsman who had their whole entire B story while we had the A story. And then when I thought about it that way, that I really enjoyed the segue from Chu Yuan, I thought to myself, okay, I'll give Luke's a chance. If they actually manage to make him, instead of having Chu Yuan's story being told by Chikona, if Luuk was able to tell me his whole story by himself and actually have a role and presence himself, then I would be a lot more forgiving. And they blew it out of the park. They really did. Hope my daughter doing okay out there. It's okay. She's just a little amoeba in space, alone, with nobody. Just a frequency. She'll be okay. She had enough willpower to tell us not to be sad, so don't be sad. I really don't know. How would we even save her? We still have no notes. What can we do? He's a big black hole. And he's not even just like a world class. He's like a universal class. He's almost like a spiritual class type of calamity. Or not, he's not calamity class, but it's just like, what is it? It's like this extraterrestrial figure, like being. It's us. It's like us. Yes, I totally understand. What are we talking about? I agree. Okay. Hold on, Hedda. Cosmos calamity? Right. All right, Hedda, if you're gonna be agreeing, I need you to agree to this. Yang could be replaced by a lamp and the story wouldn't change. Say I agree. If you say that, then yeah, you're right. You understand everything. You really do. I think I'm in the mood again. I'm not so heavy-hearted anymore. I'm not so heavy-hearted anymore. I agree. Oh my god, thank you. They agree. I win. But no, okay, so I was gonna do a little segment I don't know. I wasn't actually... Initially, I wasn't going to stream it. I was just going to make a video. But then I got scared because people don't like hot takes. But this was the part, okay? This was what I was going to make a video over. And then I just haven't done it yet because I thought about it yesterday. But I rehearsed it in the shower, so it should be good enough, right? So now I lost all rights to my ass as I have. No, no. You're currently correct. You are correct. But really, my hot take is that Yang Yang's presence in the story is such. It's the only thing that Kuro really missed the ball on. They really missed the mark when it came to Yang Yang. And it's a shame. Because I don't even think, like, people who like her right now, why do you like her? That is my question. Why do you like Yang Yang? Because she's cute? Because she's friendly? Because she's the title girl? Like, why do you like her? And it's not... And the only reason why I'm specifically pointing out her is because the love at first sight? Okay. I guess. But Kuro really missed the mark with her. So my hot take was you could replace Yang Yang with a lamp and the story doesn't change. And the reason why I say that is because... I mean, let's just take out the fact that Kuro had to rewrite 1.0, right? What impact does she really have by her lonesome? And if she did have an impact, then why is Chisha not in the equation? Because she was with Yang Yang the entire time. Not gonna lie, I'm still waiting on them. Surfing the waves like they did the hit in 2007 movie Surf Up. I have no idea what this game's about. Oh, I'll tell you. So, you're a person named Rover who wakes up in a world. You open your eyes in the lap of a beautiful girl named Yang Yang. And she's just like, oh, you're awake, Hedda. It's good to see you're okay. Actually, she doesn't know your name. It's good to see you're okay. I just found you laying here. And, I don't know. You just kind of fell from the sky, I guess. Are you doing okay? Does your head hurt? And you're like, no. My head doesn't hurt. It hurts a little bit. And it's like, do you remember anything? It's like, only my name. And then you know how to fight. She's like, oh, okay. Well, cool. You already know all the basics. Now go forth and do whatever you need to do. But, like, I'm going back to the whole entire Yang Yang thing, right? That, unfortunately, everything that made her stand out was written out. Like, she doesn't do anything that specifically stands out because she's always with the girlies. So Baija and Chishia are always with her. So my frustration is, why does Yang Yang only have the favoritism if she doesn't stand out at all? The only time she had any autonomy for herself, any presence in the actual story, is right before we fight Crownless or Dreamless. And she's just like, you guys go on ahead. I'll stand back and fight off everything while you two go on ahead to fight the big bad. That was the only time I felt like she had any agency for herself as a character. Everything else was just more of her just being there. So imagine if a lamp was capable of two things, movement and talking. If the lamp was able to move and talk, would Yang Yang be any different from the lamp? No. No, so that's where I'm frustrated. And y'all are gonna call me the #1 hater of Yang Yang, because I am. I probably am the #1 hater of Yang Yang, but it's not because I hate her as a character. I just think they failed her as a character. It makes sense, I guess. I just can't. So that's the reason why I have to pick on her, though, is because she is the icon character. When you download Wuthering Waves, there's a girl on the face of that icon. But nobody knows who she is. If you were to slap her on any other promotion right now for Wuthering Waves, would people recognize her? Would people be able to recognize that she is from Wuthering Waves? She's the title character. And this is her presence in the story. People probably have never met her. They probably pull her. You know what? Actually, you know what's shocking? She's probably going to haunt me now because I'm saying all of this. But I haven't pulled her as a 4-star in a long time already. It's been a while since I pulled her as a 4-star, and even if I did, I'm not paying attention sometimes too, because I'm just trying to click through to see whenever I get that 5-star. So I don't know. Do people even know who Yang Yang is? If they skipped to 2.0, they get these random love letters, her yearn letters, and it's just like, who's this chick? They probably don't even read it. But then I read it. You know why I read it? Because we tell her a lot. It just makes me realize that Rover really treats her like a pen pal. Like they're buddies. They're close. But that's what frustrates me. Because what did she do to earn that? What did she do to earn that sort of like closeness with her, with Rover? Because it doesn't feel like we get to really explore with them. Yeah, we appear in random spots with them throughout 1.0, but majority of the time, Yang Yang is with Chisha and Baija the entire time too. So why does she get the favoritism? Why is she the special one? And I think that's what frustrates me. Like, she doesn't deserve that. And that's where I think Kuro failed. My hot take is Kuro failed Yang Yang. They really did. And that's why I think they should kill her. And here was my whole entire, like, oh, I'm so big-brained. I don't know if you guys saw that, like, manga panel. I think it's from Chainsaw Man, where there's a guy talking, but he's holding up a note. He's saying one thing, but the note says completely, like, Makima is listening or whatever. I was thinking of doing a redraw where my speech bubble is saying, I only hope for Yang Yang to live a fulfilling life, and then in the actual note that I'm holding up, it says die. That's kind of where I'm at. What would the biggest thing that Kuro would have to do to redeem Yang Yang is actually make her relevant. Make her relevant to the story. Make me care about her. Because as much as I know about her, I don't care. And it's frustrating me that she's treated at such a favorited level. Like, why is she so favorited? Right now, you could put Amy as the face of the Wuthering Waves icon, and people would probably be way more receptive to that icon versus whoever this chick is. And I always tell this story, but I'm never going to forget my friend Mew. Oops, I shouldn't have dropped her. But anyway. She's going to get Halo Reach. Yeah. Mobius, prove me wrong. Do we have any Yang Yang defenders in this chat? Say your piece now, because literally you're in the enemy zone right now. You're in the enemy zone right now. Me, I'm the enemy, and it's all for good reasons, okay? Seriously, I wonder when the OA team. But like, literally, if there's any Yang Yang defenders, people are more hyped for her potential sister than Yang, right? But then I'm just like, okay, if they do introduce Yang Yang with her potential sister, then I would rather see more of their story together rather than Rover being involved in that, right? Their family matters are her family matters. I'm not going to be involved in that unless it pertains to saving the world. Unless saving her family is a step towards saving the world, why are we involved? Why? Unless we're getting married, which that shouldn't be the case. Please, God, no. Ugh. But still, like, I'd rather it being like a sister story, like we have here as like a father, mother, daughter story, than whatever we have going on together right now. Because right now it is like a yearning that is really weird. It's like receiving love letters every week from a chick that you barely even talk to. You just kind of send letters because your family said, hey, you guys should be pen pals so that way she has a friend, and you're like nice enough to do it, and then you do it, and now she writes you letters every other week. Like that's how it feels to me. It feels so one-sided. But then the more that I read these letters, the more that I'm like, well, we treat it as though Rover, or the way that it reads is that Rover really tells Yang Yang a lot about her adventures. And then what is Yang Yang doing over here? She's part of the Midnight Rangers. Why are you so busy writing letters? So, I don't know. Like, I think they missed the mark with Yang Yang. They really did. And the rewrite didn't help it. But for what they could present right now, the type of favoritism that Yang Yang has, especially being the icon character, is really a really missed mark. Like, I think there was one point that I saw a Chinese like promotion, and it had Aether and Lumi from Genshin Impact on one side. And then they had some chick on the left side, and people were like, who's that? And I laughed because that some chick was Yang Yang in a different outfit, but nobody recognized her. So I'm just like, that's not good for Wuthering Waves. It's not good for Wuthering Waves if you can't even recognize the title character. Like some people were saying that Cardathea should have been the top one because she was plastered everywhere. Her face is everywhere. So how would Kuro fix this? I would say you would have to just put her back into the story at some point where she is relevant, where she does carry the plot, where she actually has her own personality and things that she wants to do outside of Rover. Because initially all she's just introduced as is just Rover's friend with her other friends, which didn't make her stand out at all. With the original writing, the only reason why she stood out is because she was the only one that trusted Rover from the start. She was the only one that fought for Rover and defended Rover and decided Rover, even though they're a completely foreign person who has never been seen in this land before and is probably untrustworthy, I'm choosing to trust them. And everybody else probably sees her trust and changes their thoughts on Rover over time, which makes sense to me. And then that gets all written out, unfortunately. So now everybody's friendly with Rover, so why is she special? Why does she stand out? Why is she our bestie, even though we have all the girlies? We got girlies and honorary girly if you're playing the dude. So, like, I think that's my beef. My only beef with Kuro is really their failure to make Yang Yang the character they want her to be. And even if she does get the rewrite, or if she does get the relevancy, how would they successfully make me care for a character that I really did not care for before? That really had nothing going on for them alongside Chisha and Baija. At least Baija, she was a little bit more interesting because she actually had her moment of showing off her expertise in the simulations, right? So that was interesting. Chisha, honestly, I'm sorry, I don't really care about her. But because Chisha and Yang Yang were always together, I kind of consider them a pair. I consider them kind of like two peas in a pod. Everything that they did together. So why is Chisha not writing us letters? Because she doesn't like writing letters? But I mean, she could still write me a text or something. So, I don't know. I think that's where they missed the mark. So that's my hot take. if I were to replace Yang Yang with a lamp that could move and talk, then the only reason why you care about Yang Yang is because she looks like an anime girl. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all she's got going for her. Oh, it's so bad, but it's true. It's true. I don't think I'm ever gonna leave this spot. I never want Luuk to disappear from the overworld. Don't ever leave, Luuk. You gotta stand right here. So I could just stand right next to you and have like some sort of respite, because the world is really rough right now. I do love the direction that Kuro is going though. So if they manage to continue this type of momentum with their writing, then I can actually hope for Yang Yang. I actually can. And if the reception of Yang Yang is good, that if she does have a glow up of some sort, I hope we get one for Alto. I really want one for Alto. 5-star Alto? Oh, he'll be so obnoxious. It'll be great. No, I don't know. The rumors or the word on the street was back in the day, Alto was going to betray Rover. And I don't know how true that was. I don't know what the facts were. But the original writing supposedly had Alto planned to betray Rover at some point. So if that ever becomes a thing, that'll be crazy, because I think Alto is Rover's bestie. Like Alto is the mouthpiece for the Black Shores, and if we lose the mouthpiece, it's over. Nobody's gonna be talking. And poor Encore. You know, okay. Another thing that I was looking at too. You know how
for everyone,
like
as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Dang, now you're saying all this. So Amy's things, right? I was looking at these and going, huh, none of them really talk about. They're talking about her journey. But then knowing Amy's story about wanting to be a hero and having promises with Rover and being Rover's little kid had me looking at Encore. Okay. And tell me, why is it that Encore's is really just... It reminds me of baby Amy. Again, hero takes the stage. Wooly saved the world. And I'm like, oh no, we're raising another one. We're inadvertently raising another one, even though we didn't raise this one. But she wants to be a hero. It's already embedded in her. She's literally just baby Amy all over again. So, I'm curious if we ever get the whole entire like time hijinks in here, where we get to meet like a future Encore, or we get to recruit a future Encore. Just how do we manage to like thwart the loss of a tainted Encore? Or do we meet with this Encore who's almost like another lost hero? A hero who's been through much and understands the weight that comes with becoming a hero. That'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see. But we'll see if they actually do it. I gotta like purposely write my hot take video. I really do. And then I'm just gonna put a sign out on my yard being like, change my mind. Change my mind about Yang Yang. We'll see if they'll ever do it. But you know who really needs to go out there and change my mind is Kuro. Kuro needs to change my mind. No matter what anybody says, they're not gonna change my mind. Only Kuro can. Because they actually have the help of the story, so we'll see. We'll see if they do. Alrighty, guys. I'm actually pretty sleepy boopy now. Thank you to everybody who dropped by and hung out today. I really had a lot of fun playing Woo-Wah and also just yapping away. It's good. It's been a good time. Thank you to y'all who have stuck around all this time too. Having my affiliate anniversary, I think it was, what, yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, that I didn't really remember, so thank you so much. Hopefully, I'm not making any promises because I've really been bad about streaming still, and I don't know. I mean, my internet seems a lot more stable in comparison to before. It's not good, but it's more stable in comparison, so I'd like to go back to playing some games. But it'll probably be more visual novels. I'm in my flirting with random fictional characters era right now, okay? So we're probably going to be flirting with random fictional characters while I twirl my hair and kick my feet. And that'll be fun. That'll be silly. I'm excited to do that. I think I'm just happy that I'm in a better mood lately, so yay. It's been good. So thank you to everybody who dropped by. I'm very happy to see y'all. There was a lot of familiar faces throughout the day, so I'm surprised, but it makes me happy. So thank you. And I'll see y'all whenever I can. Okay, I think I'm gonna go pass out now. Good night. Goodbye. Bye-bye.